Rawr, I'm a dragon.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Insanity for Friday, October 11th, 2014. Hello.
2 days off.
I am wearing pants for once.
Did you just say 2 days after Halloween?
2 days off.
What? They changed the date of Halloween?
We were 2 days away from having Friday the 13th. It doesn't work like that. But
it will be Sunday the 13th, which is probably more terrifying.
Actually,
depending on your religious beliefs.
It'll be Monday the 13th.
Monday.
Far more ominous.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday today, because this is Saturday Night Insanity.
Yeah, for a while now, buddy. For like 2 years.
It's been Saturday for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Wow. This is the longest weekend ever. Awesome. No wonder I'm starving and living in my own filth.
A dragon.rar. Nice.
Oh, I'm really fucking tired.
Hi, everybody.
I had about 4 hours of sleep last night. Had to get up early, get the little one, and then we spent our day basically going around checking out all the Halloween stores in town. We were lamenting that there was no Spirit Halloween in town this year, same as last year. But then we discovered there's like 3 other Halloween stores that we do have. So
And maybe that's why they're not there, actually.
Collectively, they were equally as awesome. So yeah, we saw a lot of cool stuff. There was one that was just a Halloween store, mostly costumes and stuff, a little bit of decor. Went into another one. It was actually a party supply place that had just decked out completely for Halloween, and they had a lot of cool stuff. But we kind of got annoyed by the store reps constantly hounding us to see if we needed help with anything. It's like, no, just go away. I'm enjoying seeing the wonder on the face of my child as we're checking out scary things. So we didn't spend too long in there. Then we went over to the mall, and this one was a total surprise. The mall had a Halloween store, like a dedicated Halloween store that they'd set up, and it was huge and massive, and it was very comparable to a Spirit Halloween. They actually had a bunch of like the animatronic characters and stuff, and it's like, you can own this animatronic character for only $399.99. Like, cool. I'll just push the button and see what it does a couple times, and then get on with my life. But,
like the $3,000 Jason Voorhees stand-ups and shit.
Yeah.
Like no one should own.
Yeah. It wasn't anything like that, but I mean they were basically no-name characters, but they were cool. They were cool animatronics. They had a really cool Grim Reaper character right at the front door that was like literally about 9 feet tall. And it would like light up, and the head would move, and it would talk and stuff, and it was really cool. So and they had a few that would kind of jump at you and things like that. So that was pretty cool. Then we went to London Drugs, which had the lamest Halloween display I've ever seen in my life. It was like barely half an aisle.
We have 3 end caps. Actually, that's all we have.
3 whole end caps, eh? Awesome. Yeah. Go all out, guys. Don't hold anything back now.
It's so fucking sad. They don't have Reese's Pumpkins.
Wow.
I went to a different store and bought 4 bags of Reese's Pumpkins. I was like, fuck this.
But then we went to Target, and Target had a fantastic Halloween section. Lots of really cool decor. More focused on decor, actually, than costumes. Most of the other places were more focused, kind of balanced between decor and costumes. Like Walmart is about half and half. But Target was just loaded up with all kinds of decorations and stuff, and a lot of stuff we hadn't seen at other stores too. So it was all new stuff, which was pretty cool. So yeah, we had a good time. Good time. I was actually on the hunt to see if anybody had like a bargain horror movie bin or something, but yeah, London Drugs did, but it was like a $10 bin of Blu-rays. I was kind of hoping for a $5 bin, but no such luck. And the movies that were in there were either ones I already have, or ones I just didn't really didn't care about, so didn't bother. And they had like a few non-bargain ones snuck into the mix too. Like there was a few $24 titles in their $10 bin.
that.
I'm like, oh fuck you. No.
It's like I wish this were $10.
Yeah,
you have my money by then.
Thanks for getting my hopes up when I saw the spine and got all excited and then looked at the price. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, we had a good time. We ordered Chinese food to go from the local supermarket there at the mall and brought it home. And it was literally so much Chinese food that the lady could not close the container and like had to close it.
That is the right amount of Chinese food then.
Exactly, and then like hold it closed and then tightly saran it really quickly before it popped open.
Yep.
So
that is the correct amount of food from any place.
Absolutely, so much that it can barely even fit in the container.
That's right.
So Rosie.
You're supposed to represent your stomachs later, you know.
So Rosie picked some sweet and sour pork, some orange chicken, some rice, and some jumbo deep fried breaded prawns. She loved the prawns, loved the sweet and sour pork, loved the rice, hated the orange chicken. She had like one piece and she's like, I don't like it. It's gross. Like, I'll eat that, sweetie. You just eat your rice. But,
That's interesting because most people love orange chicken. It's like the most popular menu item.
I'm actually on that list as well. I hate the taste of orange chicken.
I tried a piece of it. I thought it was alright. I wouldn't say it'd be my favorite, but I found it palatable. Yeah. So for me, I had honey garlic chicken, sweet and sour pork, rice, and like a vegetable mix with beef in it. So beef, vegetable, mostly vegetable, just a couple pieces of beef in there. Lots of broccoli. I like to get broccoli a lot. Big broccoli fan. So, yeah. Toilet brushes for the colon, as I like to call them. So, yeah, pretty good stuff. Did pick up a few things. We'll do a little show and tell in a bit. The guys here also picked up some stuff this week, and I think they're gonna go first. You have to wait for mine.
Justin should go first.
Just because. So I guess we're doing that now. So let's do that now, shall we?
Okay.
All right.
So I got 3 things today.
Is this all you got all week? Just 3 things today?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. 3 things, $4 each at the pawn shop, Blu-rays.
I love pawn shop Blu-rays.
The Punisher, the first movie. I still haven't seen it, and that's why I picked it up.
Oh, you haven't even seen that yet?
I'll get right on making him watch that.
Yes.
I'll make sure he watches it.
Yes. You're going to love that
I only
stuff.
bought the Blu-ray. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just
Yeah.
Hey, son, there's some Blu-rays I still haven't seen yet.
Just to say he has it. Yeah, I've got a ton I haven't seen yet, but
so
I'm watching a lot of them this Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, Punishers. I really like that one a lot, and I like it more with each reviewing. Actually,
I love that movie. I'm not a fan of the director's cut, but not because it's a bad story, but because I'm not a fan of the motion comic at the beginning. It feels weird.
Oh, well, just the fact they weren't able to actually film it.
Yeah.
I do love the artwork in that motion comic. I'm a big fan of Tim Bradstreet's artwork.
I just wish that I could choose not to watch it, but I have to watch it when I watch the director's cut.
So and then because the rest is actually filmed, so you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's just it annoys me. So,
I do like that they got the original voice actors back for that, though. Like the original actors to do the voices, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Good, you know.
Anyway, so Justin, sorry,
yeah, sorry. Carry on.
Bro.
Sleepy Hollow, the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah.
Featuring Christopher Walken as the Headless Horseman.
I'm
by Tim Burton.
Headless Horseman. I've got no head. What the fuck?
I don't think he says anything other than the entire
No,
fucking
he has a
movie.
few lines. He has a few
I really
lines.
need to get my head. Pull myself together.
And finally, last but not least, An American Werewolf.
Finally. You've seen the movie, right?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh my god.
We're watching that tomorrow.
It's
No,
funny.
we're
Doesn't
watching that tonight. Fuck that. Right after we go off air, we're fucking watching that.
That's Rick Baker, isn't it? The
That is Rick
effects?
Baker's
Yeah.
finest work. That is some of the best effects work, special effects makeup work ever produced.
Still,
ever.
to this day,
Still.
yeah.
It's The Thing, and Day of the Dead are three of the greatest effects movies ever.
Yeah. Because funny enough, I just watched The Incredible Melting Man this week. There will be a review coming up very, very shortly, which is one of Rick Baker's earlier movies. One of his earlier horror movies, I guess. He'd done like stuff on Star Wars and some other pretty high-profile stuff prior to that.
The gorilla stuff for John Landis' Schlock.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think that's when he got the bid, or he got the offer to do Incredible Melting Man, was when he was in a gorilla suit.
Yep.
And he got the offer. Well, it's funny. He's talking about it. They have an interview with him on the Scream Factory disc, and he's talking about it. He's like, I don't want to fucking do this movie. This sounds terrible. So he gave them like a ridiculous bid that he thought would be so outrageous that they wouldn't accept it, and they accepted it.
Because they saw his goddamn talent. That's why.
He was like, well, now I have to do it because that's a lot of money.
And Rick Baker was originally going to do the effects for Howling.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Right. And so what happened was, because he had agreed with John Landis for like a decade, he would do this John Landis' werewolf movie. Where he would always be like, I'm doing a werewolf movie. Just you wait. You wait. He wrote the script. 6 years passed. He finally got it to go into production. Right, just as Rick Baker had taken The Howling. They're filmed almost consecutively.
You mean American Werewolf in London?
Yeah, no. He was on The Howling when American Werewolf called him.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, hold on, hi Tank. There we go. So he's on the set, like prepping Howling. He gets a call from Landis. Landis says, "We've got the money. We're doing Werewolf, and we're doing it in like 6 weeks."
Okay.
And so Baker turns to his apprentice. You may not know, is Bob Botton.
Says, Rob Bottin.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you handle this? He's like, "Yeah, I can handle this."
Rob
and
Bottin is a fucking genius.
And you can see they're two different styles of transformation.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's cool. Yeah. It's probably better for that too, because you get two different takes on it from two, pretty much equally talented effects artists.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Rob Bottin, for those who don't know, is the guy who did the majority of the creature effects in The Thing.
As we were discussing, one of the greatest special effects movies to this day.
There was a couple that he asked Stan Winston to do fill-in work for, because he just couldn't handle the sheer level of effects work, and he was already running himself ragged to the point where he was actually hospitalized for a few days.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah.
But so Stan Winston actually did the dog scene, the dog transformation scene in the kennel.
Yeah.
And then Rob Bottin did all the rest of them.
Stan Winston was well known, but he wasn't the god that he is today.
He's still kind of up and coming, I think, at the time. Well, even Rob Bottin was too. I mean, that was like The Thing was like his big break. Like that was the one that he was really allowed to just kind of cut loose.
Got him the job on The Thing, dude.
Yeah, well, there you go. So but The Thing was the one where he was really allowed to just go nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go like John Carpenter just totally
just think some stuff up. Do your magic.
Yeah. And he did. He just went wild, and he talks about it there's the interview, Terror Takes Shape, which is on pretty much all the recent DVD and Blu-ray releases. You can watch it in some form. And he talks about it and how he just saw it as this huge opportunity, and he really wanted to show what he could do, and really wanted to just give it his all. And he did. He just went to town, to the point where he was actually sleeping on the set.
Yeah, that's correct. He would work until 2 a.m., go to sleep, and get up at 6 a.m. to start effects work the next day.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about. Like that I have a Cinefex magazine where he did a 25-year retrospective or 35-year retrospective on his career. He talked about his career. It's like an entire magazine. It's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. That'd be really interesting.
I guess I should go over my pickups this week, huh?
So, Skin Slip, what did you get this week?
Stout sent me a box. He sent me a Lego DeLorean.
Yeah, oh, awesome.
He sent me a bunch of little figurines and the greatest toy known to man. He got me a bunch of shitty screeners that he's passing off on me because he doesn't know what to do with. And he gave me a copy of Safe House, so I can finally see that. I'm actually taking that to watch with the Iguana Girl when I go to Sacramento.
Excellent.
But in this package, he also sent me Blue Thunder I have to do for a review.
Nice.
And he sent me.
Pretty sure the short-lived TV series which followed is on DVD somewhere.
It is. I think it's Canada though.
Okay, it might be.
It's not impossible for me to get.
Yeah.
And he sent me The New Daughter, which is a Luz Verdejo, right?
I do not know that one.
He's a I would say mid-level Spanish horror director. Like he's not
did Rec and Rec 3. He did the scripts for both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He does a lot of scripts, but yeah, this is one of his movies starring Kevin Costner.
Cool.
Starring Waterworld.
That's the thing about that movie. It feels a little disjointed because you're dealing with like a Western character actor and Western actors and a Western story, but it's a fucking Spanish horror movie.
So it's got that style.
Throughout, it's got the style of the Spanish horror movie. I love
Another
it.
good one to check out is Oxford Murders. It's got a terrible cover and a terrible name. Another Spanish horror that's excellent, done with Western actors. So then he sent me Gone Baby Gone, which is Ben Affleck's directorial masterpiece, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah, I finally got Spring Breakers. He sent it to me. He bought this for me, and I forgot that he bought this for me.
I thought you owned that before.
I don't. No.
Oh. Well, there you go. Now you own it. Now we all own it.
He sent me a copy of his favorite documentary, Medium Cool. Unfortunately, I noticed that there's a slice in the plastic here. I'm guessing that happened to who you bought it from. It happens because they come in. The only way that would have happened is if a fresh package that was opened improperly.
Yeah, exactly.
So then he sent me Devil's Backbone, one of the greatest Spanish horror films ever made.
Nice. I need to see that. I keep hearing good things about it.
And then Aficionados Chris sold me his copy of Dust Till Dawn, the TV series. So now
we were just talking about that like last week.
Yep, how awesome it is. Yeah.
And like he hated it, and you're like, give it to me.
Yeah. And then while we're on air, he gave me his information, and I sent him the money.
Oh, that's right. You made the deal on last
air.
week's show. That's right. I remember that. It was like like $20, something like that.
Yeah, which is pretty good because it's a $35 season series.
Awesome.
Right now.
Good job.
I'm like, sure, that's a good price. He wins, I win. He gets it out of his hand, and I get something for cheap that I wanted.
Fantastic. So, everybody's happy.
Today's pickups were Child's Play, which I didn't actually own before, but I got it because it came with a really awesome piece of art.
Oh, the new. Yeah, for those who don't know, there's you may see them around. I'm not sure. Are they exclusive to a particular store, or are they just wherever?
I don't think so. I found them at Best Buy. I got them at Best Buy, but they could be elsewhere.
The first place I saw them was on Walmart.com.
So basically, so basically, like for a Halloween thing this year, they've got these cool art cards. They're just inserts.
They're called tip-ins.
Tip-ins, yeah. So they're just inserts. So you still get the original Blu-ray artwork underneath. Yeah. It's much like the Nightmare on Elm Street set that I got last year, or the Nightmare on Elm Street like remake version. It had the Halloween card, but this isn't just like a rehash of the poster art with some webbing around it to make it more Halloweeny. This is like original artwork that's been done
Mondo style
before these. Yeah, and it's really sexy.
Yeah.
I know everybody was gaga over the comic book art cover steelbooks that came out a couple years ago. I wasn't really wowed by them, but these ones I'm really impressed by, and if I see some around, I might actually pick a couple of them up.
I'm pretty sure it's a double dip of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah. I'm not sure though. But yeah, it's the gruesome edition on Blu-ray. But oh god, that art is so sexy. It's one of my favorite horror sequels too. So.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the first one.
I picked up 1 Hour Photo with slipcase.
Very nice.
The thing about this is
still need to see that too.
This is a Criterion level with some special features on the back of this.
It almost looks like a Criterion cover too.
And when I saw this, I thought it was Criterion, and this would have been a perfect release for Criterion. Yeah. But instead, 20th Century Fox just released a Criterion level release.
Cool.
Including a commentary with Robin Williams and Mark Romanek.
Nice.
Romanek, excuse me. which I don't think is on the DVD. Someone can correct me if I am wrong. Then I finally picked up Terminator 3. I don't give a shit what anyone else says. It's still a decent movie. It's got its moments.
I didn't have a major issue with it. I didn't think it was as good as the first two, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody says.
It does feel out of place because unlike all the other movies in which the future is what you make it, this is the only one that says you can't change the future. It was always gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it goes against the philosophy of the other 3 films in the series. So
the
on that level, yes, it is a problematic film.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fun. It's Terminator.
The cool thing about this is you found it with the slipcover.
With the slipcover, which is nowhere to be found, honestly.
Yeah. I've never seen it with a slipcover.
I didn't either. I didn't know it had a slipcover.
I'm almost wondering if that's what type of digital copy is it?
Ultraviolet.
That's
but they've
probably
been around for a couple years, so.
I think that's a re-release. Like I think that's a new slipcover that they didn't, because I'm pretty sure the original release didn't have one. Because I never saw it with a slipcover before.
Neither right, but I saw it with a slipcover this time, and I finally picked it for $5, folks. $5.
Because I know the original did not have ultraviolet. Like it does not have ultraviolet.
Yeah. If anyone's interested in ultraviolet codes, drop me an email at skinslip@geeky.com. We can work something out, because I don't necessarily want digital copies of movies I already own.
Yeah.
Next up, got Lords of Salem on Steelbook.
That's pretty sexy. I would love to get that one.
This movie's amazing. This is probably Rob Zombie's second most artistic film.
Yeah, I really
Halloween 2 being his first, actually.
I really want to see that because I was just happy to see him get out of remake territory and back into, just doing his own, like, original stuff.
He is doing clown horror, it's called, or whatever.
Yeah, because I really liked House of a Thousand Corpses. It was just a cheesy, fun horror movie, and then
really well done effects too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Devil's Rejects was just a really gutsy, good and proper horror movie. Really enjoyed both of those. Have
you seen either of the Halloween remakes?
No, not yet.
Halloween 2 will destroy you with one person's performance.
I really
want you to watch that this year.
Please.
Ideally, I'd like to sit down. I'd like to watch all 10 of them because there's several of the originals that I haven't seen.
So last but not least, we have this Diamond Luxe edition, which there's a whole bunch of these, right? And I'd never heard of this. Did any of you guys hear that this stuff was coming out at all?
Yes.
You did? Well, fuck you guys.
I knew there was a 30th anniversary edition. I didn't know what the specifics were, though.
It's 30th anniversary, new special features. It says so on the little sticker on the front that I then posted to the backer card. So here's the front. Here's the gorgeous back, and this is all glossy and shiny and pretty.
I noticed that it's like a mirror on the front, too.
Yeah. So, nice. You got the inside, and then you got this panel.
Yeah.
And this panel.
Yay, Gizmo.
And then beneath the disc, which is it's not even a cardboard tray, it's technically this clear plastic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how destructive it is on the bottom of discs, but they have this wonderful shot from the bar, which is, God, everything's so shiny.
It doesn't have hubs. Is it like a clip tray?
No, it's like a cardboard sleeve, but not. It's all plasticky.
Weird.
This whole thing is plastic on foam core.
That is bizarre. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I know, but they're fucking beautiful.
When you showed that to us earlier, I just assumed it was like a regular digipack. I didn't look that closely, but that's weird.
This is God, this is so beautiful. It's kind of like a steelbook with a bunch of sides. It's a bunch of sides, but it's plastic.
Yeah.
It's plastic on this foam core stuff, and it's beautiful. That's the only word that comes to mind. Like, I really want to get the Forrest Gump release now.
And that it's done in the same style.
Yeah, they have Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Skunk. Yes, I love Forrest Skunk.
So there's Forrest Gump, Gremlins, Ben-Hur, and Green Mile that I saw. There's probably more, but these are the 4 I saw.
I already have like the most ultimate edition of Ben-Hur you can get. I don't honestly care that much about Forrest Gump, but I would definitely consider getting the Green Mile edition.
See, I have no love for Green Mile because it upset me so much when I saw it.
Oh, it's devastating.
Yeah, and I don't want to ever relive it. It was pretty bad. It was pretty hard on me.
There's so many things that I love about that movie. I mean, the acting in it is just fantastic. Such a great cast. It was the one that made me a lifelong fan of Michael Clarke Duncan. I mean, his performance in that was just fantastic.
It sucks that he's gone already.
It really does.
It's unfortunate. He died so young.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, he had just. I mean, he was really only a star since that movie. You know, prior to that, he played like bouncers and the henchmen and stuff like that, just because he was a big guy.
Yeah. The other one that they did, Natural Born Killers, but apparently there's a new special documentary on that release. So I'm like, fuck you guys. It's a Diamond Luxe edition?
Is it the director's cut?
I don't know. Yes, it's the director's cut.
Because I've got the previous release. The previous release is really nice. It's I think I described it at the time. It's like a digibook without the digibook.
It's like a Criterion release. That's what it's like.
It's like it's got all the extras that were on the old Laserdisc set that I had, and some new stuff, and it's got a huge booklet inserted in it. So it's effectively a digibook, just in regular packaging.
Put in the chat, both chats. I don't know which one you can get to easier. So that's what it is. It looks like it's got everything plus and includes both theatrical and director's cut and all new featurette Method and Madness.
Oh, it includes both. See, that's the difference. Because previously you could only get one or the other.
Oh.
Because they had a digibook release of Natural Born Killers, but it was the theatrical cut.
Oh God! I guess I don't need to get the digibook anymore. I'm just gonna get that Diamond Luxe edition.
Yeah, and then they put out the director's cut edition, which is the one that I got, which is just the director's cut with all the director's cut extras.
It's got all the special features plus a new special feature. So I'm like, fuck you guys.
What is the new special feature?
Some documentary.
And all new featurette.
Yep. On the back it tells you the name of it. But they have Ben-Hur and Gone with the Wind was the only one I didn't see. It's the only one I didn't see. So that one was sold out.
Which one was?
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, okay. There's a big box set version of that I'd prefer to get anyway. But yeah, such a great movie.
I'm gonna probably double dip Natural Born Killers, honestly.
I might.
Oh, these aren't even out yet. What the fuck? When are these supposed to be out? December 9th.
Ah.
They're not even out yet, and I just bought my Gremlins one.
So the Gremlins one came out early, like it was.
No, all of them were there. They were all there.
What?
Yeah, like 20 of each.
It might be a limited exclusive. Like it might be exclusively there.
Yeah,
for
but
a little while.
Don't they normally have stickers telling you something exclusive then?
Sometimes. But I mean, the thing is, even if they had it in the store before the release date, they wouldn't have it that far ahead. You know, I mean, most
maybe.
might have
I don't know.
And most of them might have it a couple weeks before. So if it was a mistake, it wouldn't. It would have been much closer to that release date. So I'm sure that it must be some kind of exclusive deal. I don't know. Natural Born Killers, such a mindfuck of a movie. That movie, like, I honestly feel dizzy after every time I watch that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it really messes with you.
3 months early, wow.
3 months early.
Oh, apparently it says here that they're available since September 30th on this press release.
Oh, well, why does that say? Maybe Amazon's getting them late or something, or
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, so Green Mile, National Killers, Forrest Gump, Gremlins, Ben-Hur, Gone to Win. Okay.
So, sorry, let's jump into the chat here real quick.
Let's answer some damn questions.
Answer some questions.
Ben Christian
said something. I'll do mine in a little bit. I got to pee and make some coffee first. Ben Christian says, Sean, based on your review, I'm getting ready to screen Insidious. Awesome. Enjoy. Make sure you have both of them. Both of them. Do a double bill.
It very much feels like it's one movie.
Because you really want, when you get to the end of the first one, you're going to want to jump straight into the second one, and you'll be kicking yourself if you don't already own it.
Yeah.
And he also goes on to say the best special effects expert going, like, currently is bar none Greg Nicotero. Greg Nicotero is definitely right up there.
He's probably retiring soon.
Is he? Yeah,
Like
he's
56
been.
or something, dude.
Well, he worked right alongside with all the ones we were talking about. You know, Stan
Burger
Winston,
and
Rick Baker, and Rob Bottin, and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got?
KMB Effects, man. I remember when they did shitty movies.
Raptor Rivera says he saw Cronenberg's Shivers today.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
Says, holy hell, total 180 from Night of the Creeps. Ivan
And
Reitman was a producer on Shivers. Interesting.
And that movie is born from the free love AIDS stuff.
Oh, the whole AIDS thing, yeah.
Yeah, like that movie is totally a movie from that zeitgeist.
Well, Cronenberg's like 70s and 80s stuff is very much of that ilk.
And also.
He liked to do movies about things that invaded people's bodies in some way.
He does
like
body horror a lot, yeah.
Body horror, yeah, that's a good description of it, where it's just, you know, something beyond your control is getting inside you and doing something to you nasty, you know?
Yeah. Or a cancerous gun that you pull out of your stomach vagina, but yeah.
Yeah, there's some pretty weird shit, but that's why we love him.
Justin, I'm okay with it. I mean, honestly, I don't. Sean, Google Chat.
What? What's going on?
Google Chat, there's a question for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I didn't think you'd have a problem with it, honestly.
Yeah, no. JL is just asking if I've seen The Flash, the new one. No, I have not actually seen it yet. I'm way behind on TV right now because I've been focusing on Halloween movies. Probably going to be catching up on stuff a little more in November. That's kind of the tentative plan. I'm just, right now, all I'm trying to keep up with is Doctor Who. That's pretty much it. That's my TV right now. Everything else is focusing on the Halloween videos and video game playthroughs and stuff like that. There literally is not enough hours in the day for me to be watching a lot of TV right now. But I will get to them eventually. I mean, for example, Gotham. I watched the pilot episode, and I haven't had time to watch the other two that have been out since. So
there'll be a third one by the time you get around to it.
Yeah.
Or a fourth one,
you know what? The whole damn season will probably be out by the time I get around to it, and I'll just buy the Blu-ray. But but I like what I've seen so far of Gotham. I definitely want to check out The Flash. I got to get caught up in Arrow. I stopped about halfway through season 2. I got to get caught up in that. Yeah, so a lot of stuff I need to get caught up on.
I had no interest in Gotham until I read a review that was like saying it was all that was wrong with Batman, and I was like, wait a minute, now I got to see if this guy is talking out his ass or not. And, you know, I'm gonna see for myself. So I got 3 episodes I need to watch.
Oh, you haven't watched any of them yet?
I haven't downloaded, and that's probably tomorrow while I'm waiting for Justin to finish working.
Okay. Honestly, I think you might like it. It's I got kind of a Batman Year One vibe from it in terms of, you know, how Year One focuses a lot on Gordon's early days. Yeah. It felt a lot like that to me.
And it should, because it's supposed to be about Gotham, not just Batman.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I definitely like what I saw, and I definitely look forward to seeing more. It's one I will make a point of checking out because I was actually quite impressed. Oh, interesting. The Remaker says, anyone agree with me that the Wolfman remake is underrated or too disliked? Honestly, I did not have a big problem with the Wolfman remake. I thought it was a little, I don't know, a little too heavy on I guess the violence and gore and stuff.
Rick Baker did that too.
Than it needed to be, but I mean, I thought it was all right. I haven't watched it for a couple of years. I keep meaning to do a review of it for a Halloween video, but
I've never seen it, so maybe we'll do that next year.
Might do that. But I remember liking it when I saw it. JL says, still waiting for Sean to catch up on Supernatural. Yeah, you're probably going to be waiting a long time on that one. It'll probably be done by the time I sit down to watch it. But I will definitely do that at some point. Ross says he watched the 4-minute sneak peek of The Walking Dead Season 5. That starts Tuesday, I believe, does it not?
Thought it was airing tonight or tomorrow. I thought it was a weekend show.
I thought it started on the 14th, which is Tuesday. I don't know. But anyway.
Hey, it's Mr. Kid.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. What else we got here? Is the Chucky collection Blu-ray set that Ross says he wants to get.
Good stuff.
I've been kind of tempted to pick up the Leprechaun set that they just put out.
I have the DVD set of the first four movies because the last two sucked. So.
Yeah. Well, it's a fairly low-priced collection, so...
It was like $25, I think, for the whole series.
Yeah, so which I was, thinking that'd be cool, because I've only ever seen the first one, and when it was in theaters. That's how long it's been. So...
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually think the fourth one's the best, oddly enough.
Really?
It's called Leprechaun in Space. It
Really?
Parody all the space horror films that were happening, like when they put Hellraiser in space and Jason in space, and
Nice.
They're like, let's fucking land base this.
Let's do it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I like that ass. I remember I remember really enjoying the first one when I saw it, but it's been so long that I don't remember a damn thing about it.
They're pretty terrible, but they're fun.
Yeah. Well, that's
Jesus
the
Christ,
thing.
a cool show tonight.
And what was I going to say? There's also a Saw collection that has all 7 Saw movies for about like $20-25. I am told that it ports over none of the extras from the previous releases.
Just the movie.
It's a 3-disc set. It's just the movies, but it is the unrated cuts. So I was thinking, just in the interest of seeing them, I'd pick that up, check it out, because it's a cheap investment.
Me and Justin have been waiting for it to go down in price. We're stalking. It's on our list.
Because it's a low investment for 7 movies. You're literally, $25 divided by 7 movies. You're looking at less than $4 a movie.
Yeah. Me and Justin are looking like $15 for the set at most.
It's like $1 a movie.
We want to see them.
Howdy.
We're not like so enthused that we're gonna jump at it.
Yeah.
Even at $4 a movie.
So I like how there's no do-do-do, and I just sort of sneak in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because we're live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
then
if it turns out that I absolutely love them, then I'll track down the individual ones and get the extras.
I like the first 3.
But yeah, so we'll check it out, see how it
I haven't
goes.
seen the other stuff.
Rabbi Jeff, I believe, is talking about Remaker, and Rabbi Jeff are talking about the Wolfman remake. Rabbi Jeff says the Del Toro Wolfman wasn't terrible, and certainly didn't deserve to be dismissed so roundly, but something was missing. Remaker says it's got excellent mood and atmosphere and really awesome gore. Rabbi Jeff says, no, I appreciated it for what it was, but it fell into a strange trap of trying to be modern while still being true to the original. Yeah, I think that actually puts... I think you might have put your finger on it there.
Right there.
Yeah. He says, like I said, I liked a lot of it, but something was off with it. Yeah, I agree. I think that sums it up pretty well for me as well. There was just something not quite sitting right about it, but it was very well done. Like visually, it was very well done. It did have great atmosphere and had terrific, blood and guts and whatnot. But yeah, there was something missing. It didn't quite have that charm that the old one did. There was a charm about the old one.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But I don't know.
You get all the sleekness and none of the charms.
Yeah.
None of the charm.
Look what the Remaker just said.
About how I just heard Skinslip say Leprechaun 4 in space is the best, and now I have to go kick a puppy. Yeah. I'm sorry that you had that problem when hilarious things are talked about.
Wow, how far behind am I? That conversation that Jeff and Remaker had was like 20 minutes ago. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Cash Black. Oh, Cash Black's here. Hey, Cash! Gotham was average, the second ep was better than the first, so I will stick with it. Alrighty, cool. I got a mysterious package from New Zealand. Was that you, Cash? Did you send that one to me? I can never remember everyone's real names, and especially you because you have 800 names.
Raptor said the skin slip, the Halloween complete set was so awesome it torched your mustache off. Yep.
Yeah, Natural Born Killers. Forest Crunk. Yeah. God, they're talking about Green Mile. How long ago were we talking about Green Mile? Let's skip
About
ahead
15
here.
minutes or so.
All right.
20 minutes at best. Probably longer.
David says, been picking up some horror packs to see Blood Diner. So fun. Want to get some more of them. Good value for money.
I had not been able to find that set, the one Blood Diner. I know it's a 6 or 8 film set, the Blood Diner. So that's the only way to get a North American release of Blood Diner. That's not bootleg.
He says it's more... Oh, that was you. I thought it was you. Okay, thanks, Cash. I'll be sure to mention you and not somebody who isn't you. Well, thanks, Bob, for this package. Bob sends such awesome packages. Open it up, read the note. Oh, it wasn't Bob. Sorry. I hate it when that has happened on a few occasions, and it's embarrassing. Like when I got my Zacks mixed up, because there's 2 Zacks who send me packages, and I got them confused. And I was totally crediting the wrong Zack for sending me cool stuff. Let's see here. Oh, Cash apparently did not like the Wolfman remake. He says he switched it off halfway through, not going back. Okay.
See, I am not an advocate of turning off movies and never going back.
Yeah.
We turned off Hunting Connecticut 2, Ghosts of Georgia, 5.5 minutes into the movie. But you know what? 2 months later, we went back and finished the fucking movie. It was awful. It hurt so bad, but guess what? I had the balls to go back and finish it.
Finish what you start, damn it. Don't
Never fail in a movie, no matter how bad. Just hurl insults at it. Twist your nuts. Do something to distract from the agonizing film, but don't fucking turn it off.
Do what Skinslip did during that one movie Gangbang we did, where he just started reading a comic book halfway through the movie.
That's true. Yep.
Or he just gets so plastered that the movie becomes hilarious.
Well, that's the point of drinking.
Yes.
Yeah. Movies that are just so bad that they become funny after 10 or so vodka shots or rum shots or whatever alcoholic shot you prefer.
14 and nipple. Oh, Jesus.
That's the Family Guy philosophy there. Drink until she's hot. It's drink until it's funny.
Which is how I have to watch Family Guy. Oh.
I don't care.
You drink until they're hot.
I drink until Family Guy is funny.
That's right. We're going to drink
a lot of criticism about how it's not been funny and hasn't been funny.
Oh, it's a fine show. I joke. I kid.
By the way,
I'm actually totally agreeing with you that the later episodes, except for that Simpsons crossover, has been kind of hit and miss lately.
I haven't seen anything.
Speaking of late primetime animated television, Rosie and I started watching season 10 of The Simpsons today, mainly to watch the Halloween episode, but we watched a few of the other episodes as well. And I'm pretty sure I've hit the point where I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before, because I didn't recognize anything. Not even the Halloween episode. Like, I was like, I've never seen this Halloween episode before. I have no idea what's going to happen, which was awesome.
I think I've seen up to season 14.
So I think I had seen up to season 9. And I've now hit the point where it's all new to me. So, yay! I have 16 seasons of Simpsons that I've never seen before.
So, 7 years ago, they're on season what right now?
25.
25.
Yeah.
So, 25, I was... 9 minus 9. Wow, no, like 13. 13 is the last season I saw.
13?
Yeah, something like that. 13, like 12, 13. No.
All right.
13 is the one that had Bart going to Australia.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went to Australia before.
Oh, it's way earlier than that, yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to see which way the water turned. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's in season 13.
No.
No, it's not.
We're trying to do the same.
Season 13.
It's not even
I
close.
watched every single
It's
episode on the set.
Public shaming.
It's like
happening
season
now.
6 or 7 or something. Like it's not even close.
What I was going to say, Sean, was you might be surprised. You stopped watching at season 10. But you'll be watching through the seasons, and like season 17 or 18, you'll be like, I've seen this one before. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Because you catch, like, random. Simpsons is one of those shows.
it's where they start. The infamous Simpsons recycling its own plots.
No. Simpsons is one of those shows that randomly you sit down and watch an episode and completely forget that you watched it.
Oh yes. Yeah, there was like I noticed that when I was going through the earlier seasons, like there was a point where I didn't see a lot of episodes, and I kind of would catch the odd repeat here and there, but it was mostly the newer ones at the time. So there was a bunch that I hadn't seen, and a bunch that I had forgotten that I'd seen. Absolutely, yes.
All right, Ash, what episode is it?
Those releases are amazing.
It was the
16th
16th
episode
of season 6.
So what season?
Perfect.
I knew it was 6 or 7. I couldn't remember where it was though.
How far into season 10 did you get, Sean?
Oh, like 5 episodes.
Okay.
And not all necessarily in order, because Rosie decided to skip ahead one. Where is it? We watched. I'll tell you exactly which ones we watched here. Hold on a second.
Oh, I'm thinking of the one where they go to South America, to fucking Brazil. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's season 13.
Oh yeah, here we are. So we watched. Treehouse of Horror 9,
I got out of that one.
and then Rose wanted to watch Bart the Mother, and
That's a good
she was
one,
very
actually.
tense through that whole episode. That's the one where he shoots a mother bird with a BB gun. And
Yeah.
feels really bad about it, and like the whole time, like Nelson's egging him on to like shoot the bird, and Rosie's like, no, don't do it, no. She was just like ready to, and then he ends up shooting the bird, and she's like, oh, and then he finds the nest with the eggs and realizes the bird was a mother, and then she's like, oh no, she's really getting invested in the drama. And,
no, that's adorable. God damn.
Yeah, she was so tense. I think she was just expecting a funny little, Homer doing stupid things and Bart getting into trouble episode, but no, this was like serious drama in this episode. I think that was also...
The kind of tense where you hold the chair arms.
That's right, yeah.
Piece of trivia, actually, that episode was the last appearance of Phil Hartman.
Oh, was it?
Aw.
It's funny because Troy McClure appears in that episode, and I was thinking about that. I was thinking we must be getting close to when he,
Was murdered.
was murdered by his
Taken from us by his greedy wife.
fucking psychotic wife.
I like when Bart's making the notes on the video, and the final note he makes is Billy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It was like warm light, Billy.
Yeah, like, that was one of the important points he had to jump. So we did that, and then we went back and watched because I realized that Rosie had skipped some episodes, so we went back and watched Lard of the Dance.
Oh yeah.
Which is it's where Lisa befriends a girl who tries to get this kids in Springfield Elementary to act older, and meanwhile Homer attempts to start a business selling excess grease.
Isn't that Lisa Kudrow?
Yes, it was. I knew the voice was familiar. I couldn't place it though.
I didn't know until like when I got the DVDs.
She was totally. I love the books, the booklets that come with these DVDs. They're just so colorful and full of information and just beautiful. Really nice DVD sets, I have to say. They really do a great job on these.
Can you hold the thought on the other ones you watched? I just gotta go grab my dinner.
That's all we watched.
Oh, okay.
We watched 3.
So you've got some good ones coming up. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some you've seen.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But I know there's quite. I know I'm definitely into the era that I didn't see all of them.
Oh, damn. All right, so I'll be right back.
Simpsons movie. Yes, there was a Simpsons movie, and I liked it. I've seen it. I was looking for that today. I keep trying to find the Blu-ray. I keep finding the DVD for $5 everywhere, but I'd much prefer to get the Blu-ray.
Because, high def, bro.
Exactly. Well, and they really poured a lot of detail into the backgrounds and everything in that as well. So, I mean, it really is a properly big screen Simpsons.
Isn't that when they started doing it in 3D? Like working with 3D models but flattened?
I don't know.
Probably.
Might be. Like, not for the characters, but
I know Family Guy does that.
But only for like vehicles and stuff like that. They don't do it for the characters. Characters are still 2D.
But I'm pretty sure they did that for the movie, so that's why I was like, do they do that for the show now afterwards? That's my question.
I think they do. Like I've noticed, like for example, some of the DVD menus. They do a lot of new animation for the menus featuring the characters and anything relating to episodes that are on that disc. It's actually quite nice that they put together. But you can see the difference in animation style versus like the more. I mean, it's been like 10 years since that season aired, so the animation's evolved. So you just look at the style in the menus versus the actual episodes, and you can definitely see a difference. And that was one of the things I did notice, actually, was the vehicles are done with, cel-shaded CG now. Very well done. I mean, it looks like it totally looks like the exact same style of drawing, like hand drawing. It's just got that smoothness of motion.
Yeah.
Such,
They got better at animating things. They got smoother animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks prettier, honestly.
As Roth says, Futurama style.
Yeah, Futurama style.
Because I know in Futurama they always did it that way. Like the Galaxy Express or the Planet Express ship was always CG.
They're having a crossover, actually.
That's right.
They are?
Right. This season, yeah.
With Simpsons?
Yes.
That's so much more plausible than Family Guy.
Well, yes, definitely. So yeah, that'll be like it could very well be the last appearance of Futurama in some form. Just
unless it gets picked up by Netflix or something.
Well, that's true.
That's possible.
Cancelled and brought back again.
For a third time.
I still need to see the last batch of episodes tonight.
See, that's what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? If I were Netflix, I'd be like, you're done with that? We want that. And then make the announcement that it's coming to fucking Netflix.
Futurama was fantastic. I loved that show so much.
At least merchandise sales will happen.
I need to get volumes 6, 7, and 8. I haven't seen any of the episodes on those.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Futurama.
Oh my god, really?
I'm not a fan of it, so I never really watched more.
You're not a fan? Fuck you!
I think we've had this conversation before.
I don't hate it; it just exists, And there's funny episodes, and I saw the tearjerker episode with the dog. Like, yeah, that was a really good episode.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm just,
For me, the ultimate tearjerker episode is the it's the Straight and Full of Jay Fry. It has to do with there's a lot of flashbacks to his past and stuff like that, and his family that he will never see again. And he ends up being pissed at his brother, thinking his brother did all this stuff in his name and blah, blah, blah. And it turns out it was his nephew that he never met. He was at his grave, digging up his what he thought was his brother's grave, turned out to be his nephew's grave. Because he realized Philip J. Fry, in honor...
He was named after it, yeah.
Named after him, and he says in honor of his... in honor of his uncle, made his ashes live forever, or something like that. It was like... They did the whole "Don't You Forget About Me" song at the very end. I'm like, fuck that song! Damn it!
See, that was the thing that was terrific about Futurama, was it was so well written. They could do that. I mean, they could turn on a dime between just laugh out loud funny and rip your heart out pathos. Just fantastic. So well done.
And there are definitely, it's not like there are things I liked about the show, like the cocky Starship Captain.
Oh god, Zap Brannigan.
Zap Brannigan, yeah, I love him. He's cool. Like I like the gay alien. I mean,
Zap Brannigan originally intended to be voiced by Phil Hartman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for that depressing thing.
Yeah.
It was like last year was his birthday. Yesterday or the day before was his birthday.
So, So I mean, you can tell, and so instead they had Billy West, who's a fucking vocal chameleon,
Yeah.
do the voice of Zap, and you can tell, like he's totally doing it almost like Phil Hartman, that type of cocky attitude kind of voice, and it's just perfect. Such a great character.
Cut paper. But wait, scissors break. Rocks break scissors. Kip, we have a conundrum. He goes, Kip, go give me some paper and bring me a rock.
I just love. I think it's the first episode where he's trying to get into Leela's pants basically, and she I forget what it is she says. She says something to him over the radio. She's like yelling at him about something, and he says, "Can you say that again more sexfully?" Sexfully.
I feel like in the earlier episodes, every time Zap shows up and Leela just goes, "Oh, not him," and like everyone else doesn't know what happened.
Yeah.
And he goes, "She banged him." Very forward. She banged him.
Bender is just such the lovable jerk.
Bender
I like
Bending
it.
Rodriguez.
And I think
Bending Rodriguez.
that's right. I think it's the very first episode where, or no, I think it's the second episode actually, where Fry is rooming with Bender, and
Oh god, that's actually a really good episode.
and like in his tiny little closet, and Fry is trying to sleep, and meanwhile Bender's asleep, and Bender's talking in his sleep. He's just saying like, "Kill all humans, kill all humans," and then he wakes up. He's like, "Ah, I just had the most wonderful dream, Fry, and you were in it."
That there's the one that later in that episode where Fry shows up to work and his neck's bent sideways. And he goes, "What happened to you? You look terrible." He goes, "Oh, Bender put in new carpet." It made the place smaller, so his head bent sideways.
Oh, right.
He goes, "Isn't this place a little small?" He goes, "Small?" He goes, "We have room for another 3/4 of a person." Oh god.
That's great stuff. Hey, oh, that's right. Hey, baby, you wanna kill all humans?
I still love when that one line. I use it in a lot of different other online stuff, but it's it's the one where he's in court and he was caught pimping,
Oh.
and he's doing that whole pimp walk out of it, and there's the two sluts behind him, and they go, "Bender, baby, we love you," and he goes, "Shut up, baby, I know it." He just goes like,
Yeah. See, that was one of those shows where I had seen like a handful of episodes, and I loved the handful I had, and I knew that this was a show that I was going to really dig, just from that small sampling. So basically, I just went out and bought all 4 volumes that were out at the time, and just marathoned them. Like I just sat down and would watch like a whole disc at a time.
I sadly didn't have the whole 2 volumes.
And just loved it. And then and occasionally I'll sit down, I'll put I'll just put disc 1 on, and then I'll end up watching the whole series over again. Just such a great show, very rewatchable. Yes, the Suicide Booth. That's right, the one where they first met.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does call him.
Fry thought it was a phone booth.
I think he calls him a meat bag.
Oh yeah, meat bag. Yeah.
He goes,
Hey.
he's like, "Are you a robot?" And he goes, "What is it to you, meat bag?" Very different characters in the first couple.
Yes, Raptor says John DiMaggio, bless you, sir. He also rocked it as the Joker. Yes, he was actually excellent as the Joker in Under the Red Hood. Very, very good.
How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, Silent Joe is here, and ironically, is given voice.
Yay. Meow.
Futurama, Destiny's asking, Futurama's on Netflix all the season? I believe so, yeah. I believe it's all on there. There's, yeah, I mean, there was, I don't know how it divides into seasons, but on the DVDs, anyway, there was 4 volumes. I think it was like 3 seasons. And then they did 4 movies between series, and then they brought it back for another 5 volumes, which I think was 2 seasons.
Bender's Game, Bender's Big Score, Beast with a Billion Backs, and what was the other one?
Fuck, what was it? Was it the Wild Green Yonder? The Wild Green Yonder.
Oh, yeah, that was the whole Green Party.
That's right. Bender's, actually, I really liked Bender's Big Score. That was a really good one. And Bender's Game is a lot of fun too. There's a lot of fun. A lot of references to games, D&D.
Bender's Game.
Yeah.
So got to catch up on that. I was actually watching that a while ago, and
yeah?
I think part of the way through season 3. So.
Oh, so you're pretty close to the original end.
Yeah, so then I can see the movies and then the new series.
Yeah.
The new series. I was just gonna say the new series was fantastic.
I was really blown away by the ones I saw. Like I was
skip at all.
No, it was like they had never left, and the quality of the writing actually had improved. Which was saying a lot because it was already so good.
Taking the hilarious jab at the iPhone.
But in particular, I like that they really upped the sci-fi elements in ways that, you know, were both clever and hilarious. So they did some really cool sci-fi stuff, but they did very funny things with that cool sci-fi stuff. But it still worked as like almost proper sci-fi too. It was fun. Good times.
Was it? I really liked the irony. I was telling Eric this. I picked up dinner one night, came home, and thought, oh, put an episode of Futurama on. It's one of the things I picked up from the grocery store, from the ready-made meals and stuff like that, were these little it was like these bite-sized pork bites. And then the episode I watched was the problem with poplars. It's like I'm sitting here eating poplars as I'm watching.
What they are is what is it? What they are is a mystery. Where they come from, no one knows. You can lick them, you can kick them, you can boil them, you can stick them. If you promise not to sue us, you can shove one up your nose.
I like The Critic, which was also a spin-off of The Simpsons.
The Critic, yes. Also very short-lived.
I love the Family Guy joke about The Critic.
I still need to pick up that set.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Eric.
I was surprised. What?
He said the Family Guy joke about The Critic. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. The Family Guy joke about it.
I never watched The Critic when I was younger. It was over my head.
Well, it was probably a little before your time. It was.
Yeah. Well,
I would imagine you were too young to really sort of get it at the time.
I was barely old enough to get it
now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm sure you would enjoy it now.
Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch it.
But,
Rosebud frozen peas.
Full of delicious green penis.
What is that other? There was another show that it came around the same time as The Critic. It was.
Duckman?
Well, there was Elmer.
The animation was like real wavy.
Oh,
He was like a psychiatrist.
Dr. Katz.
Doctor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe I'm having some sort of seizure.
Yeah, it was done in what they called squiggle vision.
I hated that show.
it's very technical.
Did you hate just the squiggliness of the animation, or?
Yeah, it was just hard to watch.
Yeah, I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, the DVD releases, I think they put it just in normal mode. They turned off the squiggliness somehow. Wasn't home movies done in that style as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was up until a point.
I see.
The first couple seasons were like that, and then
The coach is hilarious.
I recall it
Coach
wasn't
McGurk.
as squiggly.
Yeah, it was because it was done animated differently in the later episodes,
Yeah.
and the first episodes were very crude.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, Coach McGurk is fucking cool. Which
Who does his voice?
oh, what's
Sounds
his
so
name?
familiar.
Again, how many fucking Family Guy references are we make tonight? He's the store clerk in Family Guy.
Or he was on Dr. Katz.
He's a
And Bob's Burger.
So many
Oh,
characters.
Yeah, he's Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Bob's Burger, yeah.
He's the store clerk? You mean the guy who's always talking about movies with Chris?
Yeah.
He did Coach McGurk?
Yeah.
Really?
He does the same voice.
Oh. It shows how much home movies I've watched.
H. John Benjamin.
Precisely one, maybe
Actually
two
seen
episodes.
him. It's one of those. He's actually been on behind the like in front of the camera.
Hmm.
Let's see, images. There we go.
The hell was that?
Hey, Junix, what's up?
It was a hiccup.
Sounded like a dog barking.
This
So
is
Junix
some
in
Mark
the
Snyder.
house.
That's the voice of Coach McGurk. He's on Dr. Katz. He's on Archer, Home Movies, Bob's Burgers. He was Carl. He also did in the Family Guy Star Wars. He did the voice of Yoda.
Oh yeah, I knew that because he's basically the store clerk character as Yoda.
He was in the Venture Brothers. He's in Story. Ugly Americans. He's the talking cabbage in American Dad. That's it. He's Tap from Titan Maximum. If you have not seen Titan Maximum, you need to fucking see Titan Maximum.
Titan Maximum. That's the one by
By the creators of
the Robot Chicken guys. It's
Seth-
basically a big riff on
Seth
Voltron.
Seth Green and
Yeah.
Matthew Senreich.
Yeah, I need
it
to
is
see that.
absolutely hilarious.
I remember seeing the previews, the trailers and sort of sneak preview clips, and I thought it looked hilarious, especially being a Voltron fan. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, you'll get like the hilarity if you're a big Voltron fan.
David is asking, how do you guys feel on American Dad? I love it.
That's right.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time either. I did have the first couple volumes of the DVDs though, and I remember really enjoying it a lot. I hadn't seen much of it when it first started, but I definitely like to get caught up on those because I like it.
I like when they add non-human characters. It just makes the story ridiculous. You can do anything, really.
Yep.
I thought I would really get annoyed by Roger.
I love that
But-
Roger talks. I love that Roger talks like Paul Lynde.
I like how you're not sure if he's gay.
Yes. Well, that was like Paul Lynde.
He may be gay, but I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter. That's key there.
Holy crap. Cash Black apparently marathoned all 6 seasons of Lost in the past 2 weeks. Awesome. Well, the cool thing about that is you can blow through the slow-moving parts and just kind of get back to the good parts. Raptor Rivera mentions Moral Oral. I laugh at it. My pop laughs at it. His wife, not so much.
Well, I think that show is for non-religious people.
Moral Oral, yeah,
If
I watched.
you're a religious person, you'll be extremely offended by that show.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's a total. I mean, visually, it's a takeoff on the old Davy and Goliath,
Which I have the
stop
entire
motion
series of.
which were very, very pro-Christian and.
Well, yeah, they were released by the local Christian church.
There you go. I remember I used to watch it just for the anime, like the stop motion animation, because I just love stop motion animation. But
And the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special as well.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But Moral Laurel, I mean, it was great because it was done in that same style, but it was very, very very inappropriate humor, and then it went really dark.
I was just gonna say the first season is just funny and like you feel bad for laughing at it because it's just so wrong.
Well, there's three.
The arcing storyline happens.
Yeah, there's
the
the
middle
first.
of the second season.
That's right. The first season, about the first half of the second season, and then there's this one particular multi-part storyline, and then from then on, it's just like this. It's this pivotal central event.
I will have to say
the remaining stories kind of revolve around.
Yeah.
And it goes really dark.
I will say it is the most uncomfortable I've ever been watching animated anything.
The most uncomfortable I've been is it's like Back to the Future. I only watched a couple of episodes. It came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a young kid and a doctor, which is his uncle. I can't remember the goddamn name.
He says like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
His uncle?
His uncle. Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit did take up a lot of my TV time as well. my favorite is The Wrong Trousers. I absolutely love. These aren't my trousers.
Orange is the New Black. Yes, Wormhead says he watched all current episodes of Orange is the New Black recently. Yes, I have seen both seasons.
Marty and something.
Of Orange is the New Black. Yeah, it's very well done.
So good.
Yeah, I do like it.
I don't understand people who hate Doug, like the original series.
Doug? I don't hate it. It just didn't really do much for me.
You were the wrong time demographic when it came out, though. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, but also to be fair, when has being in the right demographic meant much to me?
True.
Do you see all the cartoons on my shelf?
Yeah, but it was very different from those shows. That's what I mean. Your demographic being what you like. It's not generally the thing you gravitate to.
When I was a kid, I was
Space Cowboys or Creatures Named Oon that Stout inexplicably hates because he's way better than any other cartoon mascot.
What are you talking about?
What? I missed something there.
I have
Stout
no
hates
idea what
Oon.
Oh, right.
I hate him.
fucking
Yeah. I'm saying he's the greatest cartoon mascot ever. Oh no. You hate him.
Greatest ever? Oh, give me a fucking break.
Hey, Oon may be the obligatory comic relief character, but he proves his competence and usefulness on numerous occasions.
Way better than Snarf.
Usefulness. He's the only character that. Okay, he's not the only character that doesn't fit in there, but he's just so far. Like, why? Just why is Oon even a thing? I don't understand.
So you just want to know
Tiny little knight. Why is a tiny little knight in space?
Why is
off on
Oon?
adventures with like a wizard and
Why
what the
Oon?
fuck?
Apparently he missed the part. Did you miss the part in episode 1 where that's actually explained?
Maybe I just forgot.
The wizard guy made Oon to be a companion to Jace, like that.
Why?
His helper.
Why Oon?
Well, he's a wizard, so he
Why not Oon?
makes a little knight. You know, like
Oon's
wizards,
awesome.
knights, it's ghosts.
Right. That still doesn't make sense.
You shut your hole.
And the wizard guy has magic, so he's not a robot. He's literally like a suit of armor that is been given life via magic. He is a magical creature.
Which is why he's so badass.
Exactly.
I found the name, but it was a short. It was called The Real Animated Adventures of Doc and Marty, spelled with really weird. And then they went and got picked up by Comedy Central, I think, or something, Cartoon Network, as Rick and Morty.
Okay.
It's a really funny show, anyways.
Weird. All right. Cool. So you know, Stan, we are watching all 65 episodes of Jason the Warriors next year.
Yeah, you guys can have fun with that.
30th anniversary and all.
See, clearly, Sean, you have to mislabel them as Doctor Who episode.
Okay, I'll do that.
Otherwise, Justin won't watch.
That's no problem. Oh, he'll watch just because.
We'll edit all the episodes to just start with a Doctor Who intro.
He will watch, and this is why Stout will watch. Because as much as he hates Un, he enjoys hating Un. So
Really?
he will come along and watch with us just so he can hate Un.
I'm just going to hate Putin from afar.
Oh, no, you were so not going to do that. You never ditch us for screenings of anything ever. And I know you wouldn't do that. It's not your way.
Not my way.
It's part of your penance for forcing us all against our will to watch Dead on Sight.
Which everyone bailed on 15 minutes in.
Really? I stuck around.
I think it's
I stuck through
this
it.
is one exception to never bailing on a movie.
Yeah, right.
You are allowed to bail on Dead on Sight.
Well, I'm going to watch it now that I have it. I mean, might as well.
I will bail on whatever the fuck I feel like bailing on.
Raptor says, wasn't there a Back to the Future animated series? Yes, indeed there was. It ran for 2 13-episode seasons.
And that same company also did Ace Ventura and Bill and Ted.
Yes. I have, they released 3 Laserdiscs of episodes, 4 episodes per disc. So I got that. And they also released a bunch more episodes only on VHS. So I've got a couple of the VHS volumes as well. So for me personally, I have 16 of the 26 episodes across those.
And then Bill and Ted, all we have is that best of, right?
I think so.
God.
I thought we had, well, Bill and Ted. Yeah, there was a live action Bill and Ted series too, was there not?
Yes, there was.
Yes. I believe there is. I don't know how many seasons it ran, but I know at least the first season's out on DVD somewhere.
I think it's only like 10 episodes. It got canceled really, or less than that.
Maybe it's the complete series then.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the Back to the Future anime series is actually 2 seasons, but they were short seasons. They were 13 episodes each.
Yeah.
Also featured a very early television appearance of Bill Nye doing the science segments at the end of the episodes. This was before he did Bill Nye the Science Guy, so that's how long ago this was.
I love watching those in science class.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye was the shit, man.
Yeah.
Bill Nye still is the shit.
I remember Bill Nye
Never was. He still is.
around the same time that Mr. Wizard was making a comeback. So you had Mr. Wizard, for those who are nostalgic about Mr. Wizard, and then you had Bill Nye, he was kind of the young, hip, new science guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Wizard's still an asshole.
Yes.
Watch Mr. Wizard, he acts like a fucking asshole.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
Like Billy, he's like, hey Billy, do this. Now, Billy, why would you do that if it hurt you? He's not in every experiment starts like that. He makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And then teaches you science.
Now, Billy, I think you need to think critically.
There's actually a bunch of clips on YouTube, which I'm assuming you've seen at least a few of, and this assessment of Mr. Wizard. But there's a few clips on YouTube. It's basically Mr. Wizard is an asshole.
Oh, I had no idea. I've just always known that he was an asshole.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen a YouTube video on it.
It's basically compilations of those moments from the
God,
experiments.
that's brilliant.
So it's just like a string of him being an asshole to all these different kids.
It's like, Joey, hold these 2 cables when any chance. Ow! Well, why did you hold the cables if there was electricity attached to them? You fucking...
Just electrocuting kid.
Now, why don't you do that?
You fucking told me to.
My favorite asshole moment of Mr. Wizard is when he has them do an experiment. They're out in like hillsides, and they have him do an experiment, and then they're done. And he goes, bye, and he like drives away, leaving this kid standing on the side of a dirt road.
I'm just imagining it's like. Hold this cement block and you jump into the lake.
Just like you see the kid slowly shrinking away into the distance.
Now, Billy, I think you're a victim of gravity.
And then fade away.
Rest in peace, Billy.
They never saw him. Dedicated to the memory of Billy.
Or the one where
don't you forget about me.
Or the one where
The More You Know plays afterwards.
Oh god.
this
Sorry,
kid asks Mr. Wizard to guess what she's drawing before she finishes drawing it. So she's like drawing this thing out. She's drawing like he goes, oh, it's this, and he goes, oh, it's a squid, or it's something like that. He goes, yeah, it's a squid. Oh, and she no, when she draws it, she goes, it's an octopus. He goes, oh, so I was right. He never guessed.
Sorry, the remaker was just asking. He says, "Hey Sean, it's been years since I watched your review of the Doom movie, so I don't remember most of what you said." Fair enough. I don't remember most of what I said either. But I saw the movie finally and kind of enjoyed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, to summarize my 30-plus minute review of Doom, I also kind of enjoyed it.
I saw it in theater.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I did not go in expecting high art. I got a fun sci-fi action movie.
I felt that the first-person shooter was out of place. I know what it was trying to do, just it took me out of the movie when it happened.
I don't care. I was fully aware that I was watching a movie the whole time, so I had no problem with the first-person sequence.
I was in the movie, and then it was kind of jarring, but it's still a good movie. It's still fun.
Yeah. I actually watched that first-person sequence over and over again. I just thought it was cool the way they did it.
I'm zeroing in on a player called fucking Kraka.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes, Ginnick says, Sean and Skinsa, by any chance do you recall 2 animated miniseries that were both shown from Fox Kids, WB Kids, but also on primetime during special airings, Red Planet and Invasion America?
Based on the movies, I assume?
No. I ask because I think both need a serious DVD Blu-ray release. Now, they were their own thing. Invasion America was, it was basically an alien invasion miniseries. I acquired a recording of that from another fan when I was, in my trading days, and I still haven't watched it actually, but I'm assured it's pretty decent quality. I'm sure a Blu-ray would be better, but I am aware. I don't recall Red Planet.
I do.
But I do remember Invasion America, and
the cartoon, Eric, not the movie.
No, I know.
Ginnick is saying both are very mature animated miniseries with quite a bit of death and violence, but also serious tones for kids, and didn't talk down to them either. Yeah, that's what I remember hearing about them, was that they were actually, they were serious. I mean, they were just as serious as any miniseries would be, but they were animated, and I liked that.
I never saw either. So.
I never saw them, but I did hear that they were quite well done. And
clearly, I've never heard of them if I just asked about if they were based on the movie or not. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, see, Remaker gets it. He says, a lot of people complain about that first-person shooter part. I thought it was so stupidly awesome. Yeah, basically.
I didn't like it, but I didn't think it ruined the movie or made it a bad movie or anything. Like it was cheese. It was,
Mr. Horror asks, Sean, do you ever watch low-rent Sci-Fi Channel movies? Not if I can help it. Because to me, the problem I have with those is they're trying too hard to be cheesy, low-budget, shticky movies. Whereas the ones that I enjoy are the ones that actually are that. They are the way they are because they literally shot it for $5,000 or something and had to cast their friends in it because they couldn't afford real actors. that's the kind of stuff I enjoy because they're genuinely trying to do something, and it just is cheesy in spite of itself. That's stuff I enjoy.
I like the ones that are silly but have like a medium-sized budget, like Iron Sky. You know, like a couple $1 million, and they made this movie about space Nazis.
Yeah.
Like,
I still have to watch that. I did get the director's cut.
Fucking Christ, get on it, bro.
Yeah, I will watch it soon.
It's hilarious.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about the Sci-Fi Channel ones. I said this before. I'll say it again briefly without getting into all the detail. I think Sci-Fi Channel is really missing the mark as far as what they could be doing. They're going for these, schlocky crap fests because, I don't know. I guess they make money rather than doing anything with any real depth to it. And being a science fiction channel, I mean, the science fiction genre is just full of stuff that would make a great miniseries event or TV movie or something. There's countless novels out there that they could get the rights to and adapt, or they could hire the writers of those fantastic novels to do a script for them and do a really good sci-fi movie. It doesn't matter if it's on a lower budget. If it's got a quality script and, some caliber behind it, some street cred in the sci-fi world, as it were, people are going to care if it's low budget because they'll still be getting a quality product and something that they can enjoy, something that will endure.
I will have to say I give Sharknado and Sharktopus a pass because they're beyond ridiculous and they're very self-aware and they're trying to be funny and they're basically comedies disguised as shitty film.
Yeah. See, the problem is, it seems like that's all that sci-fi is doing. I mean, those ones succeeded for some reason. There's just something about them that appealed to people.
And the rest don't succeed because they're mere copies.
Yeah, but there just seems to be so many of them right now that they're doing that it's getting ridiculous. Now, sci-fi is doing some good stuff, like with their TV shows and such. Like, there are some good shows, apparently. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched any of them, but I've heard that they've had some good ones. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. I don't see why they can't do the same with their movies. Like, why everything has to be schlocky. Because, I mean, it's making sci-fi look like it's nothing but schlock.
Right.
And it's not.
Well, I think sci-fi fans understand the difference between sci-fi and sci-fi.
Yeah. We knew we were in trouble when they changed their name to that stupid thing that sounds like a vanilla
they're not doing
disease.
science fiction. They're doing stuff for sci-fi. It's a whole different genre now.
Yeah.
And that genre is fine, but they should not be mixing with my actual sci-fi. Don't you touch my sci-fi. You're making it feel bad. All right?
Yeah. I have to wash my hands after you touch.
Hands off my sci-fi, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I watched Twilight Zone movie last night, and that kind of ties in. And I like that. It was 4 segments, shot really well.
Mm-hmm.
Could have probably been a TV movie, but it was good.
I liked Sharknado. It was fun. It was a terrible fucking movie, and I laughed my ass off, especially when the guy goes to fight the tornado with a chair or whatever. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Like, it's ridiculous, and that's okay. But I don't need to see 50 different remakes of that.
From the desk and says, Sean, I agree. I hate movies that try to be bad. Lost Skeleton of Cadaver, on the other hand, was a great spoof.
Oh yeah, that's all those movies are good.
See, there's I don't know. It's hard to sort of define where the line is. I mean, because if it's a parody, then yeah, you can get away with that kind of thing because it's a parody. You're making fun of something specific. Right. But if it's, I don't know, if it's just schlock for the sake of being schlock, which is what I feel like a lot of the sci-fi stuff is.
Most of it is, yeah.
I think that's just a waste of time, effort, material. I mean, nobody's going to remember or care about that. Those are not going to be cult films that people will be fondly remembering 20, 30 years down the road, like the way we were fondly remembering movies 20, 30 years ago now.
Right.
As cult films, because those cult films that we like now, there was something endearing about them, something honest about them that has made them endure. And they weren't
just... happen. Sorry.
I was going to say they weren't just quick cash grabs by, a company that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with their own brand.
People remember Sharknado. People remember Sharktopus. Those were like the two starting. They're like the startings of that series, right? And that whole subgenre of absolute shit. But they will remember Iron Sky and Bad Milo and those are cult films because
absolutely.
Dead Snow because they're so great and there's something about them.
I forgot about Dead Snow. I definitely need to check that one out.
Fuck, you need to see that. Me and Justin saw it, and Justin was fucking dying laughing. Yeah, he had a ball.
So Cash Black was just saying that he agrees, and he mentions Battlestar Galactica, Sean.
Old Man's War was coming.
There's one of the good ones. I'd kind of like to check out Defiance. It sounds like something I might be into. I do enjoy a good epic, space opera type thing.
If Old Man's War gets made and Sci-Fi is doing good with it, you will not hear me shut up about that show.
Oh.
Because it's based off one of my favorite sci-fi.
And actually that strange guy I just mentioned says Defiance is a good show. Yeah. And if I like the show, there's the video game that ties into it as well. So it's kind of a multimedia. Oh, it's an MMO? Really? Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, because the original idea of it was the MMO was going to continue storyline in base with the show.
Right. Yes, I remember that.
And events that happen in the game would affect the show and vice versa. So
But really now it's just a show with an MMO that failed.
Yeah, apparently pretty fun.
It's MMO that have something to do with each other.
Yeah. Alright, I will definitely check out Defiance then. A lot of folks in the chat seem to be agreeing that it's worth checking out. So cool. And I do enjoy that type of sci-fi as well. The grand sweeping epic, galaxy spanning.
I felt to warn you now because I know you don't like to go after MMOs because of your addictive nature.
MMOs.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is I get sucked into something and it just becomes my life until I lose interest in it.
Sometimes never.
And that could be months. It could be months. Those times when you see me just disappear off YouTube for weeks or months at a time, it's because I've gotten into something else that's just sucked me away from everything. It could be just, masturbating for hours upon hours, and that's become my life. I come home and masturbate for hours, and then I go to bed. It could be a video game that I've just got sucked into, and that's become my life until I get through and go to bed.
Or what happened last year?
I could be masturbating for hours while I'm playing a video game, and be doubly sucked into two addictions.
For a while, we were watching Miami Vice instead of doing anything else. So that was a small addiction we had.
That's because Miami Vice is awesome. In my opinion. Yes.
We should finish it.
We should become re-addicted to that. Yes.
Yes. Just on the note about masturbating for hours.
Yes.
I have something I have to share.
Oh no.
This is quite possibly.
What
can of worms have I opened?
Why do I need to know this? That's the first question you should ask, Cats.
This is quite. Oh, actually, I should wait for Stout to come back.
I'm right here.
Oh. You're not on cam.
Call him and you can't get him.
I always think he's
I
gone.
have a headache.
Okay.
At least he cared enough to make sure you were here.
He has a headache because he knows he's going to be watching 65 episodes of Oon next year. And it's just too much for him to cope with right now.
No! God damn it, Oon.
Oon,
Anyways.
the series. Yes, so speaking of masturbating for hours, you had something
I
you
have
really wanted to share.
Gentlemen, quite possibly the best news article headline I've ever seen in my 30 years on this planet.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Man with 17-hour erection admitted to hospital.
Wow. Well, that beats my record.
That's my sad.
The opening paragraph's even better. Last Friday, Jason Garnett greeted a new day, as many men do, with an erection. But 17 hours later, doctors were stabbing the British man's penis with needles in order to end his member's persistent salute.
Wow.
Go away!
Go down already!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
There was an episode of Red Dwarf like that where Rimmer was just constantly horny and going after women, and he was like, I have to get myself under control. So he like gives himself a sedative in his crotch, and that doesn't work. So finally he's hitting his crotch with a hammer, trying to get his erection to go down.
No.
Well, I just like reading how, at first he didn't think it was a big deal, but he was like, when it reached the 8-hour mark, and he was saying he tried an ice bath, and he also tried going for a jog. That's been a trying bath, going around the neighborhood.
I can imagine him running.
I'm really enjoying this day.
Grade school, guilty.
Oh my god!
Probably wasn't a good idea to
How
wear
is
these
he not
pipes.
arrested?
I have a. Oh,
Probably listen to music. Don't.
What were you saying, Justin?
I have a story to continue the chain of laughter.
Oh dear.
Today I fucked up story.
Oh no.
Reddit.
This isn't one of those like 800-page long ones, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
It will take me a few minutes to read, but it's not fucking forever. Alright.
Okay.
Today I fucked up by eating a burger called the Widowmaker. I'm going to preface this story by saying I'm originally from the Caribbean, Barbados, and most of the food we eat is inherently spicy.
I think
Barbados.
Barbados.
Whatever. What the fuck ever. I'm an idiot, okay? Jesus.
Continue story.
I'm going
Shut
to
up!
go into some detail here, so if you are squeamish, I suggest you don't read on. So I do a fair amount of traveling in my line of work, and I eat out pretty much every weekend. This particular weekend, I was in a city called Kingston, Ontario, where there was this nice little English pub, which is where my colleagues and I decided we were going to eat. I really wanted to get wings, as I was in the mood for something spicy, but I also wanted the burgers, so the waitress suggested that I eat this burger called the Widowmaker. I scoffed at the time. Widowmaker, I'm from the Caribbean. We have some of the hottest food on the planet. How hot could this possibly be? After reading over the ingredients, suicide sauce, spicy ketchup, spicy sausage, jalapenos, banana peppers, and some sort of spicy cheese, I figured that it didn't seem like it was going to be that bad. Fast forward and the burger arrives at my table. I take the first bite. Okay, that is pretty spicy. I hadn't even gotten into the jalapenos yet, which were freshly cut with seeds in. It took me about 30 minutes to finish the thing, and it was the hottest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Now, for those who aren't aware, jalapeno, the heat comes from the seeds more than anything else.
The seeds are the hottest part.
Absolutely.
And the only way to eat jalapenos is with seeds in.
Absolutely. Otherwise, you get the nice flavor without the seeds, but you won't get any of the heat. And it's just not. You need the heat.
Yeah. I could not feel my tongue, and the tissue of my mouth and my esophagus felt shredded. That's not even the worst part. Fast forward to the next morning, and here's where it gets so much worse.
Oh no!
The morning shit.
Oh God! Oh God! I know this. I know this story. It's almost written by me.
Before I sat down in the toilet, I knew something wasn't right in my stomach. I started the evacuation process, and it felt like I was being penetrated by Satan himself. It was barely solid and felt like I was peeing hot sauce out of my ass. Oh my god.
Welcome to my Saturday morning.
Horrible. Here's where it gets horrible. I finish and go to wipe. Blood. Lots and lots of blood.
Oh.
I feel sorry for whoever had to clean that up because it looked like a murder scene in there even after several flushes.
You just left it?
I chose not to go to the hospital out of sheer embarrassment. Luckily, it worked itself out, and I was good after a day and a shit ton of Pepto.
The hot sauce out the asshole.
Wow.
I can confirm that does happen. It is the worst thing you've ever felt in your life.
Wow. And I thought the flaming shits after my nacho nights were bad. Wow. Because I often use fresh jalapenos with the season for my nachos, and the next morning, boy, you do feel it. But I mean, in that case, at least it's just the jalapenos, so your ass can cope. It stings, but you can work it out.
Suicide sauce is one of the hottest hot sauces on the planet. So.
Well, I had one like that, actually. Me and a few friends, we went out for drinks one night, and we went to a pub. Sort of near the end of the night, we were still drinking. We also kind of had the munchies, so we ordered a big plate of nachos. So I'm like at the point of being kind of silly drunk. So as a joke, I was literally just eating the jalapenos.
Oh no!
And of course,
eating them like chips.
yeah, basically, there was like an array of jalapenos on the top. I just took them all and ate them, and I'm like, look at me, I'm silly, eating jalapenos. Because like my taste buds were numb from the alcohol, so I didn't taste it going down. I didn't even make it to the next morning.
Oh.
Like I passed out, and I woke up an hour later. I'm like, oh.
Here we go. Actually, I do have
to put ice cube in my ass.
So,
Even your butthole.
So Ben is asking, Sean, do you need someone to send you a new Halloween box set? What has happened to the old one? The story. Let me go and pee. Let me go pee and make coffee, and then I will tell you the story and show you physically what happened.
Oh.
I won't recreate it, because then it would just happen again and be worse, but I'll show you the end result of what happened. But, alright, I will return.
Was it the one that tumbled when he was drunkenly building the bookcase?
No. He just got this one, so.
Okay.
I felt after you did that story, Stout, that the hair removal gel story needed to be told.
The one with the balls involved?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You nerd?
He nerd down there, bro.
This guy, well, it was Veet, is what it was called. Veet for men. It was a hair removal cream.
Which you're not supposed to use in your nuts, let's just clarify.
No.
You react badly to the concoction of chemicals coming out of your nutsack. So.
Yeah. To tease. Yes, let's just say stuff like, let's see, ice cream, strawberry ice cream to be precise, and several other ingredients, plus this guy's asshole is involved in this story. And insert his wife.
Third-degree burns on his nutsack. Chemical burns. Shit's not anything to fuck around with, man.
I still want to read this story.
Well, wash your hands if you're gonna cut peppers and then do stuff after.
Is that a story of yours?
Yeah, don't touch your eyeballs after fucking cutting peppers, because you'll
Don't touch any balls on your body, in fact.
Yeah, don't jerk off after eating like a raw pepper or something. Your dick will burn.
Don't use the dick as a method for fellatio.
Open up one part of the pepper and just stick it in.
don't use it that way.
I read somewhere else, it was under one of those, a long time ago.
With the seeds still in.
The guy bought, like hand cream, and for obvious reasons, and he didn't realize that on the bottle it said it had the cooling, the compound that makes it feel cold when you put it on your hands.
The tea tree?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So he was using it for you know what.
No. I know how that
with a
feels.
bucket of ice.
Oh, and it doesn't go away for hours.
So you're walking around with this awkward cold spot right on.
It feels really uncomfortable, dude. Oh my god. I always. What really sucks is they used to put that shit in fucking like body wash. So like, you know, the stuff that you're using every day to keep clean.
Yeah,
Burns your nipples.
Don't touch your balls with it. Holy shit.
The guy explained it as the same sensation when you put on icy hot.
Oh, it's horrible.
Just imagine putting icy hot
It's horrible.
on your
I
crotch.
love your reaction.
I hate it so much. I specifically check each bottle of any soap-related item I get now to make sure it doesn't have that shit. Because holy fucking shit.
That's why I
There's
go
a period of
vegan,
time in my 20s where it seemed like every other bottle on the fucking store shelf had that shit in it. And I was just like, I don't know why this is popular right now, but I'm going to murder the person that made it popular. That's what's going to happen. They're going to die, and I'm going to be happy.
That's the chemical that's not found in vegan soap. Just stick to vegan
I
soap.
still, to this day, have to explain to my parents why I'm using lotion in the bathroom. It's because I have dry skin on my
That was
face.
vanilla
And
Coke.
if you see my face, I have horrible.
Yeah, sure.
I have. I don't even want to turn my camera. Because then I have to reset it up again.
Psoriasis is what you have, right?
Yes.
Psoriasis of the
Dry
penis?
skin. Well, and his face and hands and arms.
Never spreads there.
Oh God! And yet I still can't stop jerking off. What's wrong with me?
No, mostly
Blood is my lubricant. Blood is my lubricant.
it would just be like trying to jerk off beef jerky.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Had sex.
Had snoo.
Snoo. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to find my Facebook post where I actually
I will
describe
find a perfectly looping animated gif.
the story here.
Snoo be happy, be sad. I love that part.
Like horrified.
Okay. All right, so I know it's 2 hours after everybody else, but we will preface this with my show and tell for the week. So here we go. So let's start. Let's start with video games. We'll start with video games here. So we got some new video games, actual physical ones. Everyone was
You got them there video games.
some video games. Now some of these I got. Let's start here. We'll go sort of from worst to best. So first off, I've been insisting on getting this from the bargain bins and wanting to get it solely for the cheese factor of being able to play this on Twitch and we can all just revel in the badness. Transformers the game, based on the original Michael Bay film. Oh, hold a second, I'm starting up Twitch by accident.
Now.
Stop
I
it!
clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, no, hold on. There. Alright. Focus! Yay! So, Transformers the game. There we go. Now, you can be Autobots or Decepticons in it, so we may have to play through it twice. It was like $6 in the bargain bin, so I'm not
That's
going to
way
play.
too fucking much.
Trust me. I've seen clips. I know full well what I'm in for.
No, what I was going to say was, I paid, when I rebought MotorStorm, I paid 99 cents for it.
For MotorStorm?
MotorStorm.
Yeah, but that's MotorStorm. That's a good game.
Yeah, and you paid $6 for a bad one.
That's okay. That's not unusual for me. The entertainment value that we'll get from it by playing it on Twitch alone will be worth the $6.
I got Crash Time 2 just to play it on Twitch.
See, there you go.
Free.
Oh, that's that one with that god awful voice acting.
Yes,
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, Crash Time 2. Look at some clips or just watch Skinslip's stream and you will believe how god awful the voice acting is in that.
Yeah, I had Surgeon Simulator for the same reason.
It makes Blood Knight sound like Shakespeare. All right, here we go. So, also from the bargain bin, had my eye on this one for a while, and after our Ventrilo harassment viewings the other week, I just had to get this. Duke Nukem Forever.
Thank God you finally got a version of that.
Finally, I know. Yeah, Garbage Gamer actually sent me the PC version for free like years ago, and I have never been able to play it because I don't have a decent enough system. I can do everything but play games decently on my system. So got the PS3 version. It was like less than $5. So definitely.
I will admit the PC version or the PS3 version, or at least the console version in general, I will warn you, has extremely bad load times.
Awesome. Well,
like literally several minute-long load times.
Joy. Well, that'll give me time to get mad. And next up, I played the demo of the sequel to this many moons ago, and actually really enjoyed it. So I've been wanting to actually check out the first one and just generally the series for a while. Again, bargain bin find. It was about $6. Got Lost Planet Extreme Condition.
Oh, nice.
I heard Lost Planet 2 was decent, but I hadn't heard anything about any of the other games.
I played the demo for Lost Planet 2, and I actually had a really good time with it, so I've been wanting to check out the full games for a while. But being something of a blind buy, I didn't want to pay too much for them, so if I like it, I'll pick up the other two.
A fun fact about Lost Planet 2, it, like Crysis and Metro Last Light, it is one of the preferred tools to benchmark among PCs.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. So, cool. I did not know that.
Bioshock Infinity is the other one.
Yeah, and
Bioshock. Oh, Infinity? Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Funny you just mentioned that now because the Infinite. Yeah. The next one I picked up was the Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 Ultimate Rapture Edition.
Sorry.
Cool. I have Bioshock 1 on Steam.
that is actually kind of hard to find. The Ultimate Edition?
Yes, it is, which is why I grabbed it when I saw it. I saw one copy and a million copies of the standalones. But this, of course, is the edition that has all the DLC for both games.
Exactly.
So
On disc.
everything included on disc, ready to rock.
The key is on disc. That's the key.
And for me in particular, never played the second one, so looking forward to that.
Oh, well, I've never played any of them. So.
And I'll probably play the first one again just because I love the first one. And then finally, last but most definitely not least, I've been looking for this for a while. It seems to be getting hard to find, at least in the world. You can find it online, but it's hard to find in stores. Got the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection.
Very nice. That's Metal Gear Solid 2 on, right?
No, you're thinking of the Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which came out about a year before this.
Legacy Collection.
Hold on. Let me tell. It does have the HD Collection disc. With some additional stuff on there that wasn't on the original. So what you got here is you've actually got the original Metal Gear. You've got Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. You've got Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid VR missions as downloads. They're not on the disc, but you get PSN codes to download them.
Get on that.
I did. I got them as soon as I unwrapped the package. You get Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance Edition, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence Edition, and you get Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriots, and you get a high-def upgraded version of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which was the PSP game. And Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are also HD versions as well. So, pretty cool. So basically everything up to Metal Gear 4, all in one handy-dandy package. And the only two that aren't on disc are the PS1 ones. So, not bad. So that was $40. That was the most expensive one by far.
Yeah, but I've never even seen that.
But $40 is actually a good price for that. Yeah, actually, when I went to the store, the guy at the store said he knew as soon as he put that out on the shelf it wasn't going to last long. Somebody traded it in literally the day before.
I didn't know that existed. I thought there was no Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS3 unless you downloaded the download.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's still the download, but it gives it to you free with that set.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it still doesn't exist on disc, but it's free download.
It doesn't exist on it, other than the original, obviously. But
obviously, yeah.
But yeah, so at some point in time, I will play through the Metal Gear Solid saga. I've played the first and second ones several times over the years. I've never actually sat down and played the third one or the fourth one. despite owning the fourth one for quite some time. So, yeah, so that'll be fun. So basically the plan is eventually to sit down and play through the whole damn saga, which can be done, fairly efficiently. They're not super, super long games. Each one's maybe 10, 12 hours, I think. Really long cinematics, though, so bring some popcorn. They're really long and really good. And you
like 3 and 4 and 5 all have long cinematics, right?
And 2.
And 2.
Actually, actually all of them. Really, all of them do.
I've seen the first one played to like halfway, and then I saw the second one played through like a tiny bit, and the third one I saw almost a full playthrough because my friend was playing them. And I would just go up randomly and he'd be playing them.
Gotcha.
What's the one where you're like on like these platforms or whatever, and if you wait long enough, the 2 guards will argue and then throw the other one off the platform to his death?
That I don't know.
It's an Easter egg. Where you sit there long enough, you just wait there like a long fucking time. We'll get to an argument, and the one guy will kill the other guy.
So then you just have one guard to deal with.
Yeah. It's one of the first 3 games. I don't know which one.
It's been a long time since I played the first 2. I don't recall a scene like that in there. It might be in the third one, because I know I never played that one. My coffee's ready. Let me just go grab that, and then I'll get into the DVDs and Blu-rays here.
Wait a minute. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Wait a minute. Whoa! Apparently at some Walmart stores they have the Alien 35th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray and the special packaging and everything for $10.
What? Is it different content than the anthology?
It has a few extra special features like an illustrated comic and HR Geek artwork and whatnot.
Wow, it's not even it's not on Amazon because there's an item under review thing. It's not. Damn it! It's only going for like $17 or so on the secondary market. 17 to 20. So 10's a good price. It's half off.
Wow, I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on.
By the way, before I forget, there's a story that Rosie wanted me to tell you from today when we were waiting for the bus to come home after all of our Halloween adventures. We were sitting there waiting for the bus, and, occasionally a person would walk by. So she suddenly looks down the road and gets this really strange expression on her face. I'm like, what is it? And I look, and I look down, and I see a guy riding a bike, like just a bicycle up along the road heading our way. And she's just like looking, and she says, "That guy has a blank head." I'm like, what? And I look, and then we realized that when he got closer, it was because he was wearing a helmet with like holes in it.
Uh-huh.
He had his head down like this as he's pedaling to get up the hill. So it looked like it was his face.
Oh, that's really...
So she thought it was his head. And she's just like, what's wrong with that guy? It's like, why does that guy have a blank head?
Brilliant.
So we laughed about that for like 20 minutes.
This is a review of Alien on Blu-ray. Not HD at all. Picture quality and sound. Picture quality and sound. Period. That's not a sentence. Those are some words.
So it has picture quality and sound.
Yes, and it says very grainy appearance. Very disappointed. Like,
you gotta fucking murder that guy. I'm just getting really tired of that shit. Just. So, Sean, did you ever get around to the Halloween?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So, okay, Blu-ray and DVD updates. First off, today, picked up one. I've seen this around a couple times. Been meaning to pick it up. Keep forgetting. the one like non-Halloween thing I bought this month because I'm seeing it less and less and didn't want to miss it. Picked up Turtle Power, the definitive history of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a look under the shell. So this is the big 30th anniversary documentary special, all about the origins and history of the TMNT franchise. So definitely looking forward to checking this out. Been wanting to see that ever since I heard about it. And then this will probably mean I'll be giving away my old DVD editions because I don't need them anymore. Picked up The Haunting on Blu-ray.
You mean to pick that one up too?
Which everyone knows is one of my all-time favorite classy horror movies, as it were. And The Legend of Hell House.
A slightly less classy one, but yes.
Slightly less classy, but equally awesome.
Absolutely.
Two of my all-time favorite haunted house movies. There we go.
Love that.
There. How's that for some
The original House on Haunted Hill, you know. Another classy horror film.
The original House on Haunted Hill. I think I have a public domain release of that somewhere.
Most people do. Yeah.
All right.
I think I have like 3 or 4 public domain releases, all different prints too.
So next up, we of course picked up the Halloween 15-disc edition.
That everyone else has also.
All 10 movies. I'll be doing. Yeah, I know everybody's been picking this up. It's funny because last year it was the Halloween 35th anniversary edition that everybody was picking up.
Yeah.
And this year it's this set. So this is the set, which at a glance probably looks fine. Well, let me tell you my little story, and then we'll take a slightly closer look at that, shall we?
Your story of horror, you would say?
Yes, yes. I was looking forward to a Halloween of horror with the Halloween set, but another layer added itself to the horror that I was not expecting. Or I'll just read you the Facebook post that I did because it summarizes it all pretty well. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. So I ordered it through Amazon, and this was the day, basically the day that I got the package. I got the package, brought it home, opened it up, took it out. I hadn't even taken it out of the saran wrap yet. So I just took it out, looked at it, I was like, oh, fantastic. It was mint condition, beautiful. Everything showed up beautifully, well packaged.
Absolutely.
And then I had to go to work. So then I went to work, and I'm like, just thinking about, God, I really want to crack open that set and check out the contents and stuff. Finally, get home from work and go to check it out. And, well, this is kind of where the story picks up. Well, fuck me sideways with a chainsaw. So, just got my Amazon package containing the 15-disc Halloween set. Ecstatic. I go to work. I come home. Pick up the set to admire the artwork on the box. Take it into the kitchen to get a better look. Work out a few lines to use in the upcoming overview vid. Turn the box slightly to get a better view. And all the cases proceed to slide out of the box, heading for the floor. I catch them. I forgot to mention here, one actually did slip through, but it landed on another box that was on the floor, so it was cushioned and safe. It was fine. I catch them. The other thing I caught was I was concerned about the booklet. There's a booklet in there, and I was like, oh, I don't want to smash the booklet. Gotta save the booklet. So I'm like holding it like this, like, okay, everything's fine. It's okay, I got it. And like trying to. So okay, and then the box shifts slightly in my hand. My arm jerks, trying to catch it before it falls, and the entire set flips out of my hand and slams into the floor. Case spines down.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
You live the life of a goddamn cartoon character.
I know.
It was like if Mr. Bean got the Halloween set.
That's the most accident-prone person I know.
Okay.
Cass is second, but he's your younger brother. That's people are you. But you, every time you go into that kitchen is your curse.
That was my mistake. I went into the kitchen. If I stayed here, even if it hit the floor here, it's carpet. It would have been fine. It would have been fine. You know.
You would have been better off opening the package on the balcony.
over the railing.
Safer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I pick it up. and the upper corners of 4 of the spines are smashed. In fact, I didn't mention this either. When I picked up the box, I saw little black bits of plastic on the floor, and I was just like, oh no, oh no. So I turn it and look, and I see that like 4 of the corners are visibly smashed. One case cracked right down the spine, the only thing holding it together being the insert. The other 3 are more or less intact, but with partial cracks down the spine. The set has been in my possession for less than 24 hours. I curse the heavens. I hop on eBay to see if there are replacement cases. Hundreds! But only the blue kind. The set uses the much more stylish black cases. One seller has black Blu-ray cases, but without the Blu-ray logo and single disc only. Fuck my life. So let's take a very careful, closer look, shall we? All right.
I found you black clay. Oh, I didn't.
Black places.
Thought I did, but I think
All
it's
right.
clear actually.
So okay, so Halloween's 1 through 5 are pretty much unscathed. So hold on.
Well, those are the ones that matter anyways, right?
Well, this is true. This is true. So Halloween, yeah. So that one's fine, no damage there. And then Halloween 4 is fine. These ones actually, Halloween 2 was the one that landed on the other box, so that one was safe. Halloween 1, yeah, I think just the angle that it hit, it was mostly those, it hit more kind of to that side, so those were the ones that got damaged. So let's take a look at these here. So
I did find one. They are
with
$1
the Blu-ray
a piece.
With the Blu-ray logo?
But yes, but the minimum order is 50,000 pieces.
Oh, good lord! Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
sorry. I found
Lifetime worth of accidents.
All right, so here we have Halloween 6, and there. Let's see how close we can get in here. Hold on a second.
Oh God. Oh
Hold
God.
on.
Sean, that's. Oh,
There.
Look at the little hole.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Yeah, and then if we open it up. Hold on a second. First off, I hate that they used eco cases, but leave that alone. Open it up, you can actually see that the
Oh yeah.
like it's actually split.
Yep.
And a little bit at that end is. Actually, no, that end's okay. Oh no, it's not. It's actually come right out the spine. Yeah, right there. So there you go.
As you say, it's okay. I'm like, yeah.
Wait a minute. I realize. Wait a minute. It's not supposed to bend that way. So that's Halloween 6. Oddly, Halloween 7 seems to be unscathed. I don't know how it managed to survive.
Because it's Halloween 7 and it's the fucking devil.
Oh no, it didn't. Actually, there is some slight splitting there as well.
Oh yeah, you caught it a little bit though.
Yeah. Is this 7? Yeah, this is 7. 8. Yeah, 8. Another crack there. And then if we open it up, oh, fuck, another piece just fell out. Great. Open it up. Isn't that beautiful? And let's see, it's going off of there too. And the bottom seems to be okay. All right, and then we got the Rob Zombie one, the first Rob Zombie one. Again, big crack right there. We open it up. Same deal, basically. Split. So this is all literally within a split second. Like,
You are Blu-ray when you pull away the Blu-rays.
okay, now hold on a second. So, fuck. All right, yeah. So there's this is Halloween, Halloween 2 remake. Let's see, just trying to catch the light. There we go. You can kind of see it there. This one, I think, caught the brunt of it. Because when we open it up...
Oh, hi.
There you go. In fact, it doesn't even seem to have a spine anymore.
The spine's just gone. Where is the spine?
It's actually here. It's on this.
Oh.
Side. If we sort of angle it there.
Oh, I see. It won't go
yeah.
down. It just stays up.
It's paralyzed. Yes. Yeah.
You just get some duct tape. It'll be perfectly fine.
So there we go. The Halloween set, ladies and gentlemen.
So is that the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 that you fucked over?
Yes, that's this one.
That's an amazing movie too.
Yeah. So now, as for the box itself, suffered a little bit. The paper thing. This was perfect before. When it hit, it got a little bit of.
Yeah, you can probably fix that some weight though.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'll likely be taking this off anyway, and then putting it with the other sort of backings. Like I have a stack of backings.
But we all do.
And then it'll be fine. Just because there's more artwork underneath, and I really like this package art. Very, very nice job on the package art. I just wish that, I don't know, maybe there was a door or something over the cases, so they weren't so loose in the box. That would have been great. They were just not quite so easy to remove.
It's appropriate that that the brunt of the damage went to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 because
the less liked ones.
I can tell you just from having just seen it that is probably one of the most vicious and violent movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
See, so I was just customizing the case a little bit.
And I will tell you right now that Brad Dourif's performance in that movie will fucking tug at your heartstrings so hard.
I love Brad Dourif.
It will just fucking
Such
ruin
a great actor.
And
you will see his performance and you will cry, sir.
Didn't you have a message for people who hate Halloween 2?
Me?
They're idiots. Not you, no.
Oh.
People who hate it.
Okay. No, the
you
discs.
haven't seen it yet.
Good news is the discs themselves are undamaged. It's purely case damage. So I mean, I'll still be able to watch everything and enjoy it. But yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. As I say, I mean, at a glance you can't tell, but when you look up close, you can definitely.
You just want to cry. Yeah.
There you go. You can see it there. You can see. Oh, yeah. Those.
It's like Michael Myers came and hugged your box set. That's character now.
It's got character. Yeah. Lovingly smashed for character.
Lovingly.
Zaranyzerak. All right, so I'm going to dive into the chat here and just see the reactions, the comments, the pain. Cool.
The pain.
Yeah.
Oh God, the pain.
From the desk, that's a bit uncouth. Shouldn't be talking about that lovely woman in such a way. Deborah Hill would never be as petty as to give a shit about one man's Blu-ray box set happiness. It's just
Raptor
insulting
says,
to her.
Roth says, next time unbox on your knees, no standing. I usually unwrap stuff when I'm sitting, like
At
right
your
here,
desk.
here actually.
He made the mistake of forgetting about his cursed kitchen.
Yes.
Or sorry, his kitchen curse, because it doesn't matter where he lives, it's always the kitchen.
Yeah, it's always the kitchen. It's like Insidious. The kitchen curse just follows me to wherever I move to.
That's right. Curse be clumsy as shit in the kitchen. Only
right.
the kitchen.
Raptor says, just unboxing your bed. We won't judge, Sean. Ojunic says your kitchen is evil, Sean. Destiny says, Sean, as bad as you think that was, just remember you're not that guy who dropped the first iPhone 6 in Australia. I think it was. Berman says, if you have smashed them in progressively bad sequel order, it's not too bad.
Except, damn, everybody thinks Halloween 2 is bad. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
They're idiots.
Well, Sean, it could have been worse, yeah. Well, see, Now, here's the thing. One of the replies I got on that, I'll read this one to you. From Ruari Berryman, says, "That hurt to read. However, I have something to top it. A few years ago, I happened upon a sealed Blade Runner briefcase edition for €50 in a second-hand DVD store. Purchased it immediately. Began the short walk into the town to get lunch. As I was walking across the bridge to get to town, the bottom of the bag I was carrying it in tore. The briefcase slipped out and fell through the railing of the bridge and into the river below to be carried off by the current." So he didn't even get it home. And he could just
open it.
He could just stand there on the bridge watching it float away.
Some guy dished that out of the ocean and went, "Wow, it's my lucky day." Fuck that guy.
So now we know that somewhere in the ocean is a Blade Runner briefcase edition floating around.
See,
I just want to make it clear, I am not committing suicide. I'm going after Blu-ray.
movie. Excuse me.
So ever since that, he followed up and he says, "Sadly, I've never found it again for such a reasonable price. I have the final cut on Blu-ray and the 5-disc set on DVD. I still look for it online from time to time, though."
Aww.
Such a sad story.
It is.
You're like that wife who waits at the ocean for her husband from the Navy to return.
Or Hachi, the loyal dog who waited at the subway station till he died for his master who'd never come home because he died at work.
And one person posted the wah, 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 wah sound effect.
Oh,
Of course. Of
Thanks.
course.
cruel person.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Wah, wah, wah.
So at this stage, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to live with it, if I'm going to get some replacement cases, or if I'm just going to buy the set again at some point and then give this one away to somebody. I don't know. We'll see.
Also,
For
it
now-
might just be a few years before you can get some black cases, and then you'll get them and it won't matter, you know?
Well, that's true. Like, if I can get just normal black cases, then great. The bitch of it is, though, a lot of the ones that cracked are the double cases, like the doubles. But actually, Travis Beerwagon had a good suggestion for that. He said if you get the regular single black cases, you can actually get adhesive hubs, like disc hubs, that you can stick inside and then effectively turn it into a double disc case.
Or
boom,
what
there
I
you
do
go.
oftentimes with my DVD editions, I just put them in a little paper sleeve and slip it in there.
Mm,
And it fits perfectly in the book holder part.
yeah,
It's kind of ghetto, but I mean, hey, you know,
whatever.
better than nothing.
As long as both discs are in there.
Recycle the Milk Crate black ones, and there you go.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and someone like Mill Creek or some other cheap company will release a $5 set or something, and we'll just be like, fuck it, $20.
There's my 4 discs. Yeah.
Chucking
Yeah,
these discs out.
It's funny because that's exactly what I was thinking of doing, was just keeping an eye on the bargain bins for like $5 Blu-rays that happen to be in black cases.
Yeah. Like, I can live
Just
without
getting
these
those.
being in black cases. This could be in a blue case.
So
And I
yes,
can replace.
I'll put those in a blue case.
Yep.
Put Halloween in the black case.
Sure.
Yeah.
You need some discs for your skeet gun?
We were talking about on the AVS forum like a year or two ago. We were talking about colored DVD Blu-ray cases, how they make things better. Like if you got Kill Bill Volume 1 in a red case and Kill Bill Volume 2 in a yellow case, it would be a really nice juxtaposition. Or 28 Days Later in a red case. You know?
Oh yeah.
Or
Actually, that'd be cool.
or the new that multi-disc when the Earth stood still, right? The day the Earth stood still. There we go.
Oh
If
yeah.
you got like a teal case for that to go in, it would look really nice with the cover. You know.
Oh, I see. She's saying like covers that more sort of match. They've done that a little bit. Like I mean, they had the Green Lantern in a green case, or they had
And
the Hulk in
Hulk
a green case,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, stuff like
Actually,
that.
you know what other color that would go well with the Day the Earth Stood Still? Especially the one that has the original in it, the 2-disc edition, in a gray case.
Yeah.
Like a
Or
Ooh.
silver.
like a silver or even like a transparent gray.
Yeah, like a smoke
Mm.
gray. Yeah. I'm saying like that's exactly what they need to do with some of those releases. Just Release
That's what
them.
they need to do with all the
colors.
black and white movies they release on Blu-ray. Just put them in like grayish, like mono cases.
You'd be like the classic case.
Yeah.
This is a classic movie because it's in the classics case.
Exactly. Gone the Wind gets like a weird, like maroon colored one, you know.
So I did actually pick up that Day the Earth Stood Still edition, the same one that you got ages ago, Eric. For much the same reason you did. It was cheap.
Yeah, I
It includes the
got it
original.
too.
However,
People that defend the new one.
however,
I really like the new one.
I was going to say, however, apparently it does not include all the extras that are on the standalone version of the original. So
Right, because that came later or whatever. Or
I still have to
before.
get the standalone version of the original again because that was actually had some really good extras on
I
it.
saw the remake in theaters. It was alright. Alright. I mean, it's a
A
fine.
lot of people bitched and moaned how it wasn't exactly like the first one. I'm like,
Those
dude,
puzzles in-
if they fucking remade Day Still exactly like the first one, it would be panned as the most boring fucking movie ever made.
I would want the first movie, first Ghostbusters to be in a white case, and the second one to be in a pink slime case.
Ah, there you go. That
Yeah,
works.
just like a theme. Like
Yeah.
I would have totally loved to see a custom designed case for Scott Pilgrim be like gray with like black lines on it.
Have it like a Nintendo cartridge case or something.
Like, so people have made those, but I would like to see like an official release one.
Yeah.
Like, I have my modified one that makes the. I don't know if I've ever shown it.
Yeah.
My modified Scott Pilgrim Blu-ray.
Yeah, I
have
want
to
that
get-
cover.
I have to get Scott Pilgrim again.
I want that cover, and I want to put it into a gray case.
Actually, hold on a sec.
Or
I
black
actually do
case.
have a Blu-ray that I picked up recently.
Oh, alrighty.
I want to show off that.
Raptor Rivera says Ghostbusters in a white case for Stay Puffed, which we were just talking about. But I should mention in one of the Halloween stores we went into, actually the really big Halloween store with all the animatronic stuff, they had a big, you know how they have those air things, like the inflatable things, you know, what I mean, like the inflatable cats or inflatable pumpkins or inflatable ghosts or whatever. Well, they had a big one of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I was like, that's sweet. And in one of the other Halloween stores, we actually saw a floating Slimer. It was like $55, and it was a Slimer that would dangle from like a rope, like a string that you would string across the room, and it would fly back and forth through the room.
I would have fucking bought that in a heartbeat.
So
I would have too, but I didn't have that kind of cash to spare right now. I'm really tapped between paychecks right now.
okay, so release for black cases are all. There's a bunch of French releases that have black cases.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a
And
lot.
cheap?
Like Pi, Paranormal Activity,
Wait a
Final
second.
Fantasy VII, and Advent Children.
Wait a second, though. But are these the same size of case? Because I know in Europe they have slightly thicker Blu-ray cases than we do.
No idea, man. I'm just telling you what the information I know.
Damn it! This is going to be difficult. Well, thank you, though. That is something to consider.
Let's see here. So just to show this and get it out of the way here.
Oh, the way back comes in an orange case. That's cool.
This is the Scott
Oh,
Pilgrim.
there we go. Oh, yeah, see? That's
That
exactly
in a
what I
black
was
case
thinking.
would be perfect,
Yeah,
actually.
in a black case.
Yes.
Or a gray case for a cartridge. Either one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did
those
this one.
ideas.
Printed it off myself, actually.
The Blu-ray entertainment system.
And it's got a very modified Nintendo seal of approval. And it says, like the seal of approval, it just says Scott Pilgrim in it.
Okay, I can't see. I take your word for it.
But yeah, the actual Blu-ray that I picked up this week, I don't think I showed it
Cool.
all this week. But
Okay.
it was I'm like,
Oh, there you go.
I finally completed the trilogy.
I didn't know you didn't have that.
Yeah, it's the only one I didn't have.
Oh.
I have the first two on DVD, and the only reason I'm not going for the Blu-ray, like the set, is because the first two are not in HD.
Actually, the second one is.
What's the second one?
Yeah. The only thing is it's HD, but it's 4:3. They hadn't switched to 16:9 aspect ratio, but the quality is definitely
This is
HD.
the only one that was HD 16:9.
Yes.
And this is the DVD Blu-ray combo.
Yeah, for some reason, Seth MacFarlane is really resistant to 16:9 for a long time, and I think that's unfortunate. Because Family Guy should have gone 16:9 with the first Star Wars parody, clearly.
Oh, yeah. But
even if the show hadn't, at least that should have been widescreen.
But I think it had something to do with the earlier, when he finally did go to widescreen. It was, at the time, it was difficulty of animation. It was, his team was used to animating in 4:3. It wasn't as much to draw.
Lord of the Rings goes to black cases. The trilogy.
On the that's right. Lord of the Rings is all black cases. Only the original release, though. The re-release is blue cases. Luckily, I have the black cases, and it's gorgeous. Love it. Yeah, it's very sexy. But I was going to say, Seth MacFarlane has actually asked that on the commentary for the first one for Blue Harvest, and one of the animators actually asked him. He says, "So why didn't we do this one in widescreen? It seems like it would have been a natural candidate for widescreen." And he says, "Well, I don't know. It's just." And it was something along those lines. It was just they're so used to doing it at 4:3, and he doesn't feel that it would necessarily benefit from it. And he says he basically just said we wouldn't know what to do with all that extra space, like all that extra screen space.
It was the way they had always drawn Family Guy. The way they always drawn like the living room and stuff like that. They'd always viewed like the scale, so they'd have to like redo the scale for a wide screen.
Well, and I guess
have more of it on screen.
I guess also to sort of give it a bit more of that old school, like 70s sitcom kind of feel.
Oh yeah.
Where it would have been 4:3. Maybe I'm just speculating there, but
there was many.
Unfortunately, I've always felt it was a shame that they didn't do all three of those in widescreen. I think it really would have.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane actually had to be pushed pretty hard to push the show into HD, into 16:9.
It's actually, I think the Cleveland show was HD before Family Guy was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, rather was 16:9 before.
It was widescreen.
I know Family Guy was at least it was HD for a long time, but we've never had Blu-rays, which is unfortunate. I think it's been HD since it came back, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been rendered in HD. It hasn't been drawn.
Because I remember seeing some of the episodes after it came back on an HD channel, and they looked noticeably sharper than the regular SD versions.
That was when they were starting to really getting into the mindset of making the shows for a DVD release.
Yeah.
And so they were making them in much higher quality. So they may not have been in full HD, but they were much sharper than their original seasons.
Well, I know in particular in terms of like the audio, when they came back, they had come back because of the success of the DVDs, so they knew that they would be having DVD releases going forward. So that's when they started putting like more swears and stuff into the dialogue. Yeah. So they just bleep it for television and then have it uncensored on the DVDs, which is great. So
that's what's funny though is
which is one of the reasons I love to watch the DVD versions as the first versions I watch it, because then it's unbleeped.
Like season and a half, Seth MacFarlane has come out saying that they never intended or never thought that they would ever make a home video version of their show. Like they never planned on having DVD releases of Family Guy. There was not.
Yeah.
It wasn't in their minds.
Well, I've noticed actually, speaking of the Star Wars ones, I've noticed that the home video versions run a little bit longer than the broadcast versions. Like I think it was Blue Harvest ran like 42 minutes in its original broadcast because I downloaded it when it aired. I just had to see it. Yeah. But then the DVD version is like 10 minutes longer.
And that actually holds true to all the feature-length version movies that they've done, even all the way back to Stu Griffin and Untold Story.
Oh my God!
Which is why I'm really looking forward to the inevitable standalone Blu-ray release of Family Guy meets Simpsons.
Oh yeah, because I have a feeling that
there's going to be way more stuff.
Watch the release of Blu-ray and it's like 2.5 hours or something.
Oh, I would be all over that.
Added content, and because they've done it to where they've so we have a few of the DVD releases of episodes that were just so bad. I mean, not bad as in like the horrible episodes, but just so
like,
dirty.
Pushing the boundaries.
Pushing the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, what is it called? The DVD that has one episode on it. It's the
Partial Terms of Endearment.
Partial Terms of Endearment. Yeah. It's an entire. I just think that's crazy. It's an entire DVD set released for one episode of a TV show.
Yeah.
It was so wild. It was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To be fair, there's like 2 hours worth of extras on there too.
Oh yeah.
They definitely made it, a good solid package. There's some cool rarities.
God, my PS4 right now is saying you've received an invitation from Behold My Face.
Okay then.
So I have some interesting news.
Interesting news, Stout. Please
Yes.
share this interesting news.
We all love the Lego movie, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, of course we did.
We all loved Lego Batman in the Lego movie.
Oh, yes.
It was like an emo boyfriend. That was fucking amazing.
He's getting his own movie. He's getting his own goddamn movie.
Are you
Lego
serious?
Batman, specifically from the Lego movie, is getting his own movie.
Sweet.
Oh,
The Lego Batman.
And I've been waiting to hear this.
The
Yes.
Lego movie, Lego Batman movie.
Yes.
you know what else I mean? What was it, the 70s Lego Rocket Man?
Benny.
Benny, yes.
Movie, yes. What made me laugh about reading this article, though, is that clearly the person who wrote this doesn't know very much about Legos. Because he says, a third Lego movie bearing the strange title Ninjago is also in the works.
Ninjago's been around for years now, 2 years now.
It's not an insignificant Lego franchise. Even I am
He's not
aware
down
of
with
it.
Masters of Spin Jutsu. It's just. Yes, I did. I have watched the
named.
As cheesy as it is surprisingly good. For
The thing is,
a Lego 3D TV show.
the thing is, that's something that you would say about something that has not premiered yet. So you don't say that about something that's been out for like 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Or however long Ninjago's been out.
It's been out for
while.
like 3 or 4 years.
It's been a while, yeah. I know. Oh, I know. It was that other one. It was the what was it? They did a couple of movies about it. The Chimera, or no, the fucking hell. You know the one I mean, the Chima thing. That other one. You know, the Chianti Nights or something.
Chima Nights. It's Chima Nights.
Chima Nights.
Just seeing your frustration build to a fucking peak.
I'm trying to think of what he's talking about. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think they did 3 CG like direct-to-DVD movies of it, and it was like this sort of weird fantasy adventure sci-fi thing. I actually thought it looked really cool. I wanted to check out the movies, but I just never got around to it.
I gave Bionicle a chance.
The first
Bionicle,
okay.
that was another one. I was actually
one
mixing
never
those two
sat.
together in my brain.
That one never sat right with me. I don't hate the show or like its backlog. I mean, they built a really nice story to it.
Yeah,
about
I got that impression.
legendary people and stuff like that. It's a neat story to follow, but it's just this shows. It's one of those. It's very cheaply done CGI.
It's early CGI for Lego, yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't age well.
No, it doesn't.
The first one was decent, and then the rest were kind of bad.
I mean, it's almost like I think Beast Wars looks a little like on par, if not maybe a little better in some places.
Yeah.
And this was done like in 2003.
I think the thing that kind of still works about Beast Wars is, even though it's CG, it was done with traditional animation techniques.
Right.
They did it all with keyframes, and everything was done by hand. Like even the lip syncing was done by hand.
That's what. Yeah.
So they were just basically using the 3D, computer models as models that they would manipulate by hand with keyframes and things like that. Which is why it doesn't. It looks. You can tell that it's not motion captured or anything like that. It's done in a different style, but it works because the guys at Mainframe, at least back then, they were freaking amazing at doing keyframe animation, and they just got better and better and better with each successive year. I mean, you look at when it gets towards the end of Beast Wars, with Optimal Optimus and the Transmetals and everything, the animation just blows away the first season, and the first season was actually pretty good. Still, I mean, there's pretty cool effects in there, but even just in that 3 years, they improved dramatically, and then by the time you get to Beast Machines, it's like a whole other level. The animation of Beast Machines is just fantastic. But
I found a place you can get 100 black standard Blu-ray cases for $37.
Still doesn't help, goddammit.
Is that eBay? eBay seller? What's the name?
Gaming Outlet.
I think that's the one I found too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has like I think a 50 pack and a 100 pack or something like that.
I know. I've only seen the 100 pack in black. If he has more, I'm about to look.
I believe he also had a 50 pack for like $30 or something.
If you want to see, so you're talking about keyframe animations and how that's traditional animation style.
It's like traditional animation with modern
it's frame by frame.
Yeah.
There's an example of when babysitting my nieces and now my new niece, who's not even a year old yet. We're still watching PBS and stuff, and there's this one show called Sid the Science Kid.
Oh God, that show.
That show is terrifying because everything is motion capture.
It's fucking awful too.
It is terrifying because it is like, seriously, it is like you're watching on screen people in giant kid costumes. It is scary.
The earliest example of motion capture I saw, like for a CG show, was the Mortal Kombat animated special that tied into the first movie.
I think I rented that on VHS back when I was a kid.
I actually have it on Laserdisc. I think it's an extra on the Blu-ray. Is it not?
Is that one where it's traditional hand-drawn animation that when they go to the fight scenes, it's like this 3D?
Yes, that's the one.
I've seen that in so long.
The 3D sequence. The traditional cel-drawn animation is fairly average for the time. There's nothing.
It's like Lawnmower Man CG.
Yeah. It's about that. Well, it's almost from the same era. I mean, it was Lawnmower Man was 92. This was 94. So or 95. But anyway, so it was motion capture. But see, nowadays with motion capture, they'll do the initial capture, and then they'll go through and they'll keyframe it and tweak it to smooth it out and fix little glitches because it's not a perfect science. I mean, it's a lot better now than it was back then. But back then, it needed a lot of tweaking. So sometimes you could really tell the productions that would use it and not bother with the tweaking. They'd just like take it as is and then, okay, fine, it's good enough, and then just rush something out. And Mortal Kombat was one of those. Because you can tell because it's like the characters would be, they'd be moving somewhat naturally, but there'd be little like sort of twitches and stuff that just didn't quite seem right. And that was one of them. The other one the next one I remember seeing that was actually Donkey Kong Country, where they had motion capture for all the characters. And that one also you could tell they didn't do much tweaking. It was very awkward motion capture. But still a fun show, and I definitely want to get that.
Another one that was good, but it was kind of hit and miss, was the New Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Yes, I only saw a couple episodes of that, but you're talking about
the whole VR world.
You're talking about the real Adventures. The real Adventures. Of Johnny Quest. Yeah. I have a single DVD.
I like that.
Yeah,
I watched the crap out of it. I had two VHS tapes.
I have the. You can actually get that whole thing on DVD now. They have it all. The Warner Brothers put it out a while ago. they've got the complete original series, and they've got the complete Real Adventures as well. But I actually have a DVD that's just the first 2 episodes. It's actually a DVD release of the first VHS release, which I also used to own back in the day. And I think that's all I've ever seen is those first 2 episodes. And I remember really liking it and liking the concept of it and everything, and the animation.
That intro is incredibly intense and builds up amazing.
Yeah. And I remember it having a good intro. I don't remember the intro, but I remember it being good.
Think of it like Tron flying through like a cavern.
Yeah, something like Very cool. Let me just see here. Ogenic says, I think Beast Wars ages well and better because of the characters and story. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, the characters and story are definitely a part of it. But just speaking in terms of the animation, I think the animation is clearly aged just because, computers are more powerful now. They can do way more detail now than they could then, a lot faster. Faster now, that is. But I think that it ages a little better than other CG shows of the era because of the way that it was done, because it was using those traditional techniques. And then he says, it's really a shame, Sean, that Beast Machines didn't catch the audience as Beast Wars did, because had it been as successful, we would have had a 3rd series in the Beast era mythos called Trans-Tech, which would have been like Reboot and Transformers combined together. That could have been cool. I expect the CGI would have blown all of Mainframe's past series out of the water. That would have been pretty cool. That is too bad. I really liked Beast Machines. I know a lot of people didn't. We've talked about this actually a little bit in the group viewings, saying that a lot of fans are all miffed about the whole techno-organic thing. Like, that's not part of Transformers, or there was never organics in there. Actually, there were. Back in Generation 1, they had techno-organics.
Yep.
It was only in like 1 or 2 episodes, but it was definitely a part of G1 lore. They did not just pull that out of their ass.
It's also been part of sci-fi for 50 fucking years.
Yeah, exactly. It is an old concept that they put a modern, a new twist on. But yeah, no, it's in G1. I forget now which episode it was. It's been a little while since we've been watching them. But it was one of the ones. I think it was the season 3 episode where there was something to do with techno-organics, and that's clearly we all spotted it. We're like, I wonder if this is one of the seeds for Beast Machines, because it definitely seems like a pretty blatant connection. So, wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, anyone who says that Techno-Organics was not part of G1 can go fuck themselves. Get boned up on your Transformers history, because you're wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. So there.
Better?
Alright.
Oh, what do you want to talk about for the last 5 minutes of the show?
I don't know. We could just wind down now, unless anyone has any other topics they want to bring to the table.
One last thing.
Got my message, Sean?
Which one?
Sent it on Facebook?
Facebook. I did. I think I ignored it.
It was to do with winding down the show.
Winding down the show.
All I was going to mention is that Box Office Mojo went offline last night, or the other day.
Night before last.
Night before last. And it's back now.
Awesome.
I don't know why or how or what's going on there, but there's clearly something going on there, because even now it's broken. So
they announced that they were folding it into their IMDb Pro stuff.
It's just bullshit. It's bullshit because I don't like it. That's
bullshit.
Fair enough.
I don't like it.
All I can say, really. Like, I don't like it because that means I won't be able to get my free information anymore.
Sure. I don't like it. All right, I'm going in blind here. Cass has selected a YouTube video for us to close on tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me just post the link for everyone here.
I would like to also add thanks to the Fairly Odd Parents, it is now teaching our kids that sticks and stones may break your bones, but words leave psychological wounds that will never heal.
Now, so we'll go for this one. This is Epic Laugh Attacks on TV compilation.
Yay!
Uniformed media. Uniform Media 2013.
They decide to put their name in the title, even though it doesn't make a difference. If you text Uniform Media, you'll find the video.
Sense.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in the local thing here.
Someone doesn't know how to do YouTube.
Yeah, I stumbled across this one in my travels, and it just really reminded me of many of our SNI moments.
I'm ready to go. You're normally waiting on me, but I'm good.
I know. So
That's
nice
great.
that you have real internet again, finally.
I'm also ready to go.
Yeah, I was
do it
instinctively
now.
thinking, like, Brandon, I should send you the link so you can download it locally.
But I don't have to anymore.
I'm good to go. Where's everybody else at?
I'm just looking here.
I've been seeing a torrent this whole time, in fact.
Good for you. Don't be a leech.
Well, it's a private tracker. I need to keep my fucking ratio up. Why are we looking at your face from the crotch position? I'm your dick. Stop being a bad person.
Hold on a second.
From that
There we go.
angle.
What am I doing? Why did I do this? Oh yeah, I was going to show you something. I was just queuing up the video and I just saw in the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
The weather that oddly looks
News bloopers.
It's a dick of weather.
The weather
The weather's
is a-
taking over the Midwest. Look at that.
That's right.
Or that's Texas.
I would love if
Sorry.
the Midwest is being penetrated by a storm system.
The storm system being known only as Richard.
Richard is slowly penetrating the East Coast.
Oh, it's penetrated inland at 3 different points. Right here, here, and here.
Causing most people in the Midwest to have a really bad day.
That's a very
I'm sure
well-hung.
Richard is gangbanging the East Coast.
That's a very well-hung, high-pressure area. Okay, let's
do this.
let's do this. Everybody queued up? Everybody ready to go? Everybody ready to rock?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. Epic Laugh Attacks on TV compilation Uniform Media 2013. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
I already don't like you.
That was the weather formation splatting there. So.
Why do I think it's Cass? This reminds me of something Cass on TV.
That's David.
This would be Cass on TV.
Yeah.
Just remembering something.
Yeah. It's like he's trying not to laugh.
You can see tears coming from his eyes.
Fanning him.
The weather is hilarious.
And then it's gonna be raining.
There's a hurricane coming. It's gonna kill us all.
What the fuck?
Market analysis. Always a laugh riot.
It's completely gone.
Wow.
That needs an even bigger laugh after the war part.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's a war zone. There's deaths everywhere.
Worst time to laugh.
You're a horrible person.
War zones are hilarious.
I don't even know what set her off.
No, they can show like this battle war zone, and she just starts cracking out laughing.
She's stuck in a giggle loop.
Oh my god.
Bye.
And you're fired.
Oh, I've seen this
Call
one.
for help-a-thon.
This is the one of the classics.
Imagine being the caller. Oh my god.
Look at his face.
He can't even talk.
Can't even talk.
Oh god.
You almost had it.
You're lying right.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's thought of her having.
Oh my god.
Whatever it is.
It's like he knows. It's just like, yeah.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
God.
He's trying to say things and he keeps showing it, and he's just like, God damn it.
I'm the only woman. Exactly.
I know.
Yep.
And then they show it again. They're like, hold on, and they show it again.
Those are smart
Have you
editors on
guys,
that
have
one.
you guys seen the Chris Perillo one was in there where he was like really red-faced and pissing himself?
He couldn't even talk. He's like, "What's your question about the internet?"
Well, because at that point apparently he had been up for like 17 hours or something like
Oh,
that.
is that the one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
He was just so overtired.
Just got to the point where he
24-hour
just
marathon.
broke.
Yeah. I'm hoping actually if I do the Extra Life Marathon, I may have one or two of those moments.
Of course, the
If I'm
guy
live
goes in,
streaming.
I have a question about spam. It's like,
Well, there's just no response. He's just like,
Oh God.
he wants to know about spam.
Oh, God.
yeah, God, I love the classic. I love that classic one though, with the model falling down.
Oh my god, that one kills me every time.
They're just like there was no hope of recovering them.
Yeah. He's like, oh, there she goes again.
Oh God.
I found this is the 33-second one, I think.
Oh, God.
It's another Chris Perillo one.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my
See
God.
which one it
shaky
is.
hands.
It's an old episode of Tech TV, and this guy is demonstrating an Edison cylinder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
No, not that one. Oh, no.
Oh, this one. Yeah, okay, this is really short, guys. This will be our last one for tonight.
yeah.
Hold on a
I
second.
queued it
One
up.
of a kind wax cylinder breaks on camera.
Did we get...
I got
Oh,
it.
we got it already. It's already on there. Okay. Okay, everybody queued up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Good to go.
I'm on
Alright.
TV, by the way.
You want to count us down there, Garbage Gamer?
Yep. Everybody ready?
Mhm.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ready in 3, 2, 1, play.
Steady.
Shaking.
Oh shit!
The reaction just
Yeah, I'm done with that.
He just goes, shit.
I love that because he can hear the F starting, and
Oh.
he can tell in his brain he's like, no, I can't say the F word. I'm on TV. Shit.
Yeah.
You can't stand TV either.
I know. It's like I'll go for the next
Oh,
less
good
bad
lord.
one. I just love his calm reaction. He's like, it's a one of a kind piece.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
I
oh.
love that he's so nervous that his hands are shaking.
This is a one of a kind piece.
But yeah,
Very careful.
apparently the Chris Perillo losing it, the one that we watched earlier, was apparently the entire length of him losing it is 7 minutes long.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Next week. That would be next
Yeah.
week.
6 minutes and 25 seconds is the full video.
Alright, hold on a second. This one, okay, one more, just because it's classic. This one's 3 minutes. It's on Facebook, though, so you'll have to pause it as soon as it loads, because it tries to play automatically.
Facebook hates us.
Yeah, just Facebook hates it. I got this one to Skin Slip, and he was very confused.
Uh-oh.
We'll
Oh,
see how
this
it
one.
works. See how it goes with the whole group watching.
It's this
Oh,
video.
yeah. Alright, that's fun.
I was like, okay,
I was
someone's
also
laughing. Alright.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just let
Oh
us,
god, I've ruined the video.
yes, just let us experience it. All right.
Spoiler alert, they laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also very confused by what was going on.
Oh yeah.
All right. Everybody ready?
I watched
Yep.
part of this too. Well, okay, I'm good to go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
I swear, it's like he read something hilarious on his phone, and then just people just start laughing. For no reason.
Basically, what I gathered happened was the first woman there has something funny on her phone, and then the other woman's laughing at her laughing.
Only the Germans.
Or they shared it. I don't know. We don't really know how it began.
I would expect something like this to happen on the Max, actually. It's only the Germans. I'm like, nope. Come for me.
Only Germany can have women that have fucking Jay Leno chins. I seriously thought that was like a dude. Like, it looked like a surfer guy.
Like, this is-
People just get off the.
I just love how other people just start laughing and don't know why.
That one guy is like, what did I just get into?
What have I walked into?
I'll just move over here.
Some random lady down there.
Oh,
Guy.
The guy in the middle in the leather jacket's like, God damn it. Escape it and it surrounded me. Dude, chick, nice orange hair. Good lord.
Oh my god. Nobody started isn't even laughing anymore.
Oh my god.
He's just losing it. Orange goes, yeah, I think this is my stop. And it continued well into the night.
Yeah, Berlin testing their new nitrous oxide powered trains.
oh.
I saw that one guy in the middle. He's just like, what am I gotten into? He's like, he moves over there, and then the people at that end are like, he must have thought it was like a laughing flash mob or something.
That's what Skinslip says. Is this some kind of flash mob or something? I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's just something that randomly happened.
They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
I keep wanting to pick up that remake of Carrie because it has Chloe Grace Moretz in
It's
it.
not a remake.
Huh?
It's not a remake.
What do you mean?
It's a reinterpretation of the book.
Yeah, whatever.
Not a remake of the. It's not a remake of the interpretation of the book. It's just.
Okay.
But it was decent.
It's okay. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
It had some good moments.
Cool.
You'd probably like it.
I'm sure I will. But I don't want to pay $24 for it, so I'm waiting for it to come down in price a bit.
Yeah. Do you have the original, Carrie?
I don't.
Well, then you might want to consider getting the 2-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2-pack with the Ranger Edition and the original, both on Blu-ray. I just saw it today.
John, I sent you a follow-up video to the one we just watched, but I think something. No, not for everyone. I just.
Oh God! Oh God! I can't laugh anymore.
It's not really a laughing video. It's just a fun video. But watch it when you get a chance, because it's something I think you and I would only really appreciate.
All right, then I'll keep it to myself. And when we're watching this 20 years later, we'll never know what it was.
No. So watch that video.
Okay, I'll watch the video. I'm laughing at 60-year-old me watching this and not knowing what the video was. Don't tell me, Cass. Just let me wonder.
And of course, like 40-year-old me will somehow be like, "Oh, that's the night I sent him this video because I was doing this."
Like, damn it! How do you? Will you just get dementia already?
Who are you?
That's terrible.
I know. I've had so many people be like, "How in the hell do you remember that?" Because it's true. It's just like I remember the tiniest, most random snippets of my life.
Yeah. It's true. He remembers the most random snippets of his life.
Yes, he does.
Like I remember once, like I was like.
I think when you were a kid, you hadn't quite figured that remembering thing out yet about how you would remember things, but that in order for other people to remember them too, they also had to be present for that event. So you would say like, "Yeah, and that time I was with Daddy in the car and this funny thing happened. You remember that?" Like, well, no, I wasn't there. Oh.
I guess, for as a kid, like the memory is so vivid to me. I just think, well,
everybody
has
must
to
have
experienced
remember.
this.
Yeah, everybody in the world was there.
I remember random snippets of childhood.
Yes. So you were saying, sorry, you remembered something.
Well, I remembered one random bit once. Was it our stepbrother Adam was like flipping through channels trying to find something to watch on TV, and it was so funny.
I can tell this is going to be an amazing memory.
It isn't. It's just a really funny sort of anecdote. Bit of a backgrounder.
It's just like the story starts. I remember flipping through channels on the TV.
Okay, you know what? You're not getting the story now.
Sorry, what?
I said, okay, you're not getting the story now.
Oh.
You're killing Cass.
Anyways, our stepbrother has always been a big basketball fan, and specifically, he idolized Michael Jordan.
I was gonna say big bastard.
Right? No. Anyways,
big basketball fan.
So we were flipping channels, and he found some show he liked was on. He's like, "Oh, sweet!" He starts watching it. So just to be a dick, I go and hit the channel up again to change channels. I managed to change it up to Michael Jordan being interviewed one-on-one on some news program.
Oh.
So it's like I went to be a dick and I found something that was even better. Adam was just like,
thanks.
Well, no, he's just like freaked out and turning up the volume, and I was like, damn it.
My plan thwarted.
That didn't work at all.
Michael Jordan. You could always label that memory as the plan that was thwarted by Michael Jordan.
I remember another funny moment once we were having, I guess, our aunt and uncle and our cousins over for dinner, the Denambros, and so they were coming over to our house, and so I guess Mom had put me in the bath and was getting me ready or whatever, so I was in the parents' room, and I just remember looking out the window and seeing the car pull in, and then Dad exclaiming, saying, "The Denambros are here, and we're all naked." Because apparently, I guess he had just gotten out of the shower too, or something. So nobody was dressed, and the car was pulling in. So I remember that was a moment of panic.
Great, we're all naked.
Somebody put something on.
Oh God.
Well, on that note, I think we should call tonight.
I think so.
Note of nudity.
The final quote for tonight is, "Somebody put something on."
I think the final quote should just be, "We're all naked."
Pulling up and
It's Saturday Night Insanity, and we're all naked.
There you go.
We'll just all go off our cams.
That's right.
Like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
I'm totally naked now.
Absolutely.
How naked I am.
Yep.
This
No
is
pants.
me being naked.
I'm reenacting meat spin right now.
Totally.
Oh, God.
I'm actually being the slow boner clock.
Did you have to do that imagery there, Brandon?
Well, I could have said lemon party, but you know.
Lemon party.
I'm completely naked. Oh shit.
Me too. I'm so naked right now. I'm reveling in my nudity.
I was just thinking of Bob and Doug McKenzie. We could be nude right now, eh?
Okay, look. Picture us here nude.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so you see us there on the album. It's like, okay, now look. I was laughing my ass off.
It's like, look at him, eh? He's really built, eh? Yeah, I'm not
I
one of
don't
those
get
guys.
it.
All right, good night, everybody.
It's Canadian.
Thanks for coming out for another exciting week of Saturday Night Insanity. Lots more Halloween reviews coming your way this week. I should watch some more movies. I've only got like 2 more to go, and then I will be out of stuff that I've watched. I'm going to watch something right now. Yeah, so have yourselves a good week. Have yourselves a good night. We'll be back to Fatal Frame on Monday. I should mention my work schedule is days this week. So the live Twitch sessions will be considerably earlier than they have been in the past couple weeks. Generally speaking, I'll be getting home around 4-ish and probably starting around 5-ish Pacific time. So, you know, follow me on Twitch to be apprised of when it goes live.
That's when I go live, you asshole.
I will also post it on... Well, you can choose when you go live, though. You don't have any...
I have written
need
down 5 p.m. every day.
Oh, God damn it. Fine. Well, I'm starting at 5.
Yeah.
Well, everybody get really good internet so you can watch both our streams simultaneously. There you go.
Because I'll be watching his stream while playing.
That-
Hell,
that's-
you can just on my stream. You'll hear his stream while I play my stream. That's
That's
what'll
great.
happen. I'll put
That's
him in a
right.
little corner so you can watch the stream while I play my stream.
So be happy, like
I can do that. I'm that badass now.
Amazing. That's amazing. Alrighty. Well, have yourselves. Yeah. So Monday there will be Twitch happening, and I'm gonna try to keep up with the 2 reviews a day. Just I might just do 1 a day periodically, just while I catch up a bit. But trying to do at least 1 or 2 a day consistently for the month. Needless to say, it'll be more than 6. I only did 6 Halloween videos last year. Like, how fucking pathetic is that? Yeah,
Pretty
we're
pathetic.
definitely making up for it. Actually, I've already beat that this
You
year,
have.
but there will be plenty more to come. Alrighty, have yourselves an awesome week, and we'll see you again soon. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Penis.